Folks, I'm very sorry, but I need to talk about AI. I'm friggin' ticked off. You can't do anything these days without encountering a company that's promoting its new pointless AI feature or some crappy looking AI generated artwork when they could have easily just paid an artist to make the exact same thing but way better. I'm looking at you, Tears for Fears. What the hell's going on? Tears for Fears still makes really good music, but seeing their AI generated cover art for their new single just broke my heart, man. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is one of the best songs of all time, arguably one of the best pieces of art of all time. So it is just truly baffling to me how a band that has been so artistically influential and iconic for so many years is forcing a computer to make an ugly, uninspired piece of art for their new song. It just doesn't make any sense. And especially when you consider the environmental impact AI image generation has on the planet, Tears for Fears kind of predicted their own future, dude. Now, AI has been a hot button topic for the past couple of years because of its exponential growth and just ease of accessibility to the technology. The new iOS has a bunch of AI tools built into it.
You'll be able to create new emoji simply by typing a description.
ChatGPT has over 200 million monthly users, and every company ever is feeling the pressure from the higher-ups, corporate bigwigs. They're feeling an immense amount of pressure to implement AI into their products or software. And people aren't too happy about this. The comment section of that Tears for Fears post was overwhelmingly negative. AI was one of the main points of protest for the recent writer's strike, and there was a South by Southwest crowds that were booing at every single screening because for some reason they kept playing this like weird pro AI propaganda clip before all the films. The list goes on, and there's been many great videos covering artificial intelligence recently. Drew's video was awesome, Eddie's video was awesome. My video wasn't as good as those, but dude, 3 years ago, I made a video specifically about AI-generated art, and I remember being terrified of how good the technology was back then. But now it's like a million times worse. Or, I guess it's better now. It's better now, but it's worse. The better it gets, the worse it gets. Dude, even while I wrote this script to this video, the software I use just got a fucking AI tool out of nowhere. You can highlight text, and this AI button allows you to either summarize, fix typos, help me write, translate, or change the tone. And it's like, sure, obviously you don't have to use this tool, but like, just the existence of it is kind of a slap in the face, because that takes away all the enjoyable aspects of writing. Why have your own unique style or voice when you can just force a computer to make it super generic, right? That's fun. But that's the trend this past year. The year before that, it was NFTs, and now it's this.
This is your ape.
But it seems like everywhere you look, every single company has some sort of AI feature that they're introducing to the public. And that's what I want to talk about today specifically. AI products. I have compiled a list of AI products that I think are dumb and pointless and stupid and also a little weird. And I thought it'd be fun if we went through all of them today and kind of just sort of made fun of them. We'll start with like the least stupid one, and we'll slowly work our way down until the final AI product, which is probably the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. So let's go! The first AI product we're gonna take a look at is the Glückskind AI stroller. Yes, you heard that correctly. This company created a stroller that's powered by AI that can actually drive itself. And you may be thinking, do we really need this? And the obvious answer to that question is yes, of course we do. This is awesome, okay? Why would you waste your time pushing your kid in a stroller when you could just have the stroller push itself, freeing you up to scroll on your awesome phone? I found a video of the two inventors of this AI stroller, and they're sort of like going through how the product works. So let's watch that.
This is the Glückskind Ella. It's the smartest stroller in the world. It is powered by AI with computer vision with sensors all around it to give it a 360 safety bubble.
Okay, so gonna be honest, when I first watched this video, I thought this was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Because why? You know, why would you need this? It's like super easy to push a stroller and also be cognizant of your surroundings at the same time. If you can't do that, maybe you shouldn't have had a kid, you know? But the main thing I'm concerned about, I would not trust an autopilot feature with a baby. There's been several instances with the Tesla autopilot causing crazy deadly crashes because the computer got confused by its surroundings, allegedly. So clearly that happens, right? So what if you're walking with the AI stroller and you walk by this like mural on the wall? There's a painting of a road on the wall like in a fucking Looney Tunes episode. Dude, the stroller's gonna think that's a road. It's gonna fucking smash right into it, and that soft spot on your baby's head, it's gonna be even softer. So I thought this was not just stupid, but incredibly irresponsible and dangerous. But then I kept watching the video, and I found out that the stroller only drives itself when there isn't a baby inside of it. The smart stroller will only self-drive or operate hands-free when a baby or toddler is not present inside the stroller. Okay, so like that's safe and good, but like what the fuck is the point of this thing? The only cool thing about the stroller is that it moves by itself, but you can't even use that feature when you're using the stroller as intended, right? Like when you're transporting a kid. I guess my opinion is a little skewed because I don't have any kids and I've never pushed a stroller in my life, but I have pushed several shopping carts in my life, and I assume it's the same thing. And when I don't want to push a shopping cart anymore, I usually push really, really hard and fast, and I run, and then I jump on the little back part and I ride it, and it's really fun. So why don't parents just do that shit? Parents, hop on your kids' strollers. It's fine. It'll be fine. And bro, for $4,000, I don't think it's worth it. I will say though, this is the least weird product out of all of them, because I do at least see the appeal with some of the features. One specifically, there's like a smart wheel feature that lets you easily like push it up and down hills. It's like motorized, so you don't have to push too hard.
You can literally have fingers on to move like 100 pounds. It's just effortless.
But like, just have that. You know, the self-driving thing is fucking stupid and pointless. They just had to do it. They just had to throw AI in there for no reason, dude. And again, $4,000? I know strollers are expensive, but like, chill. That is not a very smart way to manage your money. I'll tell you a smart way to manage your money though. Rocket Money. That's right, this video is sponsored by Rocket Money. Folks, let me tell you a cautionary tale. So I get all the music I use in my videos from like a subscription service website. I made a new account with my business email for accounting purposes a little while back, but I forgot to cancel the other account I had. So for the past few months, I've been paying for 2 subscriptions when I only need 1. And I'm mad about it. Luckily, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. Folks, I'm using Rocket Money to cancel these unwanted subscriptions. Rocket Money safely and securely identifies recurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you. You can even cancel from within the app with just a couple taps, so there's no need to worry about annoying customer service calls. And that in itself is amazing. Oh my gosh, that's like my least favorite thing to do. And that's not all. I'm also using Rocket Money to set budgets for myself. There's been a few times in my life where I've gone a little overboard. You know, it happens sometimes when you spend a little bit more money than you want to. So it's nice to have a custom plan so you don't go a little too wild. And that's why I love Rocket Money. Rocket Money analyzes your spending habits to create a custom budget that works with your lifestyle. You can automatically monitor your spending by category and get notifications when you've exceeded your limits. So Rocket Money can help you out tremendously. But don't just take my word for it. To save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Guys, Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when they use all the features, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. So if this sounds good to you, and I don't know why it wouldn't, just go to rocketmoney.com/Kurtis or click the link in the description to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with premium. Again, that's rocketmoney.com/Kurtis to get started for free. Thank you so much to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Back to me. All right, next up on our weird, pointless AI products list is the Swarovski Optic AX Vizio binoculars. It's a fucking mouthful. So these are binoculars with AI built directly into them, specifically for bird watchers. Finally, something for the birders out there. So apparently all you have to do is point these binoculars at a bird or a picture of a bird, and its built-in AI will analyze the bird and tell you which bird you're looking at in real time.
The future is now!
And I mean, I guess this is impressive technology, right? But like, doesn't this take away all the fun of bird watching, right? That's like a part of it, right? I've never bird watched because I've like had intercourse before, but I assumed like the fun part of bird watching is like learning the different types of birds so you can like see one and be like, oh, that's a double-breasted cum swallow, right? Right? Like to me, I feel like using these binoculars, that's cheating. Using these binoculars is like going on Jeopardy, but like you're allowed to use your phone. Yeah, I'll do TV characters for 800. All right. Aaron Hannon took over as receptionist after this character briefly joined the Michael Scott Paper Company. Oh, who is... time is up. Okay, well, it didn't load in time. I need the Wi-Fi password, man. What? Sorry. What is the Wi-Fi password? Okay, let's watch an expert talk about the details of these AI binoculars.
So I can be out in the middle of a desert, in the middle of the ocean, it still works, so it knows what portion of the world you're in.
Okay, if you're stuck in the middle of the desert or the middle of the ocean, I hope your main concern isn't figuring out what type of fucking bird you see in the distance, okay? The technology comes with a price tag of $4,800? Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Yeah, how about that? How about that bird, huh? Can the binoculars tell me what kind of bird this is? Bitch. I'm sorry, that was a little crass, but dude, spending $5,000 on binoculars just so you can like easily discern birds, that's fan behavior, dude. That's creepy, okay? Not to pick a fight with bird watchers, but leave those birds alone, okay? You're invading their privacy, dude. At that point, you're like the TMZ for birds. Robin, what do you say to the people criticizing you for gentrifying the old oak tree by building your new 2-story birdhouse? I don't know if you're allowed to say that. And the next part of this video says that the company is planning to improve its current mammal identification mode. Wow. And mammal detection is pretty interesting. I think if they pointed those binoculars at me, it would say, go. Also, do you think it would work with like furries? Like if you point those binoculars at a furry, would it just say wolf, or would it give you like the Twitter handle of that furry, right?
So I can be out in the middle of a desert, in the middle of the ocean, it still works.
All right, moving on. The next item on my stupid, pointless AI products list is the Brisket AI-powered grill. Yeah, this is fucking a grill with a built-in AI chatbot that you can talk to and ask for specific recipes, and it will actually cook your food for you. Let's check out the commercial.
What if your grill was smart? And we don't just mean it connects to Wi-Fi. What if your grill could think?
What if your grill could think?
Ah, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. How was that Peter Griffin impression? Sound off in the comments.
Vera is a generative cooking AI that lets you ask anything, say anything, and cook anything. Just tell Vera what you want.
Hey, Vera, I want to grill up some chicken wings.
What do you think it would say if you're like, Vera, how do I cook a person?
Then you can go about your day. Vera constantly monitors the cooking process, so relax. Your food will be delicious and ready when you need it. The age of AI-powered grilling is here.
Fucking Flintstones ass dinner, dude. The hell's that shit? Fuck, again, cool technology, I guess, but like, who is this for? This seems to be a common theme with all these products, but like, these AI features, they're taking away like all the fun parts of all of these products. The best part of barbecuing is like the process, right? You put a bunch of shit on the grill and you stare at it for hours and you flip it over like 1,000,000 times, and then dudes walk over to you and they stand there for way too long and they go, oh, it looks pretty good, and then you go, yeah. Dude, that's the best shit ever, and with this fucking smart grill, you get none of that. Think of what's at stake. I also really hate how... Also, I have something to say. I really hate it how AI is making it so we don't have to do anything ever. Like, I'm all for making mundane things a little easier and less mundane. But like, how the fuck are people gonna learn anything if all of our shit has computers inside of them that does it for us, right? I fucking love cooking. It's one of my favorite things to do with my wife. And the best parts of cooking to me is like the trial and error aspect. The tactility, the creativity, and you get none of that with shit like this. And the thing is, like, you're not getting better at grilling if you use this AI grill all the time. Sure, maybe you'd memorize some of the recipes, but like, picture this. What if you went on like a boys trip or something? You're on a boys trip to like a cottage, and then all they had at this cottage was an old barbecue, and then all your boys are like,
yo, cook up those barbecue ribs we had at your place the other week.
Dude, you're screwed. You're fucking screwed. You have to go over to the grill, tail between your legs, and be like, can you hear me? But hey, who knows? Maybe this product is good for people who have never cooked before and also have $700 to just throw at some bullshit. And again, sure, if you have like mobility issues or something, right? Maybe this is good because you don't have to stand around and like watch the grill the entire time. But I don't know. I don't know who this is for, okay? Actually, you know what? No, never mind. I do know who this is for. There's one ideal customer. There's one person who would absolutely fucking cream their pants about this. There is one individual who would go absolutely crazy for an insanely high-tech grill utilizing AI that can also smoke meats. And that is Mark Zuckerberg.
Smoking meat, smoking these meats, smoking these meats.
Okay, we're gonna move on, and now we're gonna start getting a little bit more weird. This next stupid AI product I found is called BeMind, the world's first AI-powered mirror. And at first, you may think this is a little crazy, but after watching the video talking about the mirror, you'll know it's crazy.
So the smart mirror that we invented is supposed to be in the people's bathroom, where we are taking care of yourself every day, but we never realize that it's a very important moment that we can take a little bit of time. That's why we want to put all this technology in your bathroom mirror so you can take care of yourself through all the routine that you do every day.
Okay, so she didn't really do a good job of explaining what exactly this mirror does. But according to their website, daily health tech pioneer Barracuda today unveiled BeMind, the world's first AI-powered smart mirror for mental wellness, acting as a health companion capable of identifying mood and helping manage stress. Built on a new generation smart mirror software from the CareOS platform, BeMind provides personalized recommendations and experiences based on a user's mental state as part of a seamless, touchless experience with gesture recognition, voice command, and intent detection. English, please. So this mirror can analyze you as well as your mental state and then recommend things that you can do that will make you feel better somehow. Maybe a guided meditation or a calming video or something. This whole mirror is pretty much based around prioritizing your mental health and utilizing technology to make you feel better. And that's all well and good, but literally the very next part of the video shows the mirror giving a person a rating on their skin's redness, eye bags, oiliness, and dark spots. How the fuck does that help your mental health? I feel like that would do the opposite, man. I know I have eye bags when I look at myself in the mirror. I don't need a fucking computer to tell me that shit also. That would genuinely push me over the fucking line. I'd have a smashed mirror every morning. Why on earth would you want a mirror that's fucking mean to you every day? Morning mirror.
Scanning face.
Holy fuck! What the hell?
God, you look like shit this morning. God damn it, dude.
Okay, I had a bad sleep last night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have a bad sleep tonight after seeing your face. I'm gonna have fucking night terrors.
You don't even sleep. Listen, aren't you supposed to suggest a routine that's gonna help me?
Yes, sorry. I'll suggest a routine. Checkup from a medical professional. Dude, you look sickly. Dude, don't cry. Your face is gonna get all puffy.
It's like I'm a mirror. Oh, mommy was staring back at me.
Oh. This is gonna ruin the video. And you're probably wondering how the mirror can tell how you're feeling. There's a camera in it.
By using a high quality camera, we can just have a different data point from your skin color, the lighting, and the different zone of the face.
Because that's what your bathroom is missing. A camera. What the fuck? That is quite literally the last place a camera should be. What is going on?
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great today.
You seem to be in a fantastic mood, and your smile is utterly contagious. Your smile is utterly contagious.
And also, look, I'm all for positive affirmations and shit, whatever hell. But I fear using this mirror would have the opposite effect on me. It would make me feel so much worse.
Your smile is utterly contagious.
Thanks, mirror.
So for Tuladro, it's very interesting to have weather in the morning, toothbrushing for the children, and also entertainment for the entire family,
Okay, so yeah, this is basically just a mirror with a built-in screen. And those have existed for years in hotel rooms. But again, dude, every fucking company has to insert AI into their shit for no reason whatsoever.
But then also we thought about a step further because we can use AI in our mirror. So why not interpreting what are you feeling so that you can have this experience of mindfulness inside of your bathroom.
And this is the thing that doesn't make sense to me. She says the bathroom is the one place you're by yourself and that your time in the bathroom alone is sacred.
Because we all know that in the bathroom, you are by yourself, you are disconnected from the world, and then it's a perfect moment to have just 5 minutes of mindfulness.
If that's true, why the fuck is there a chatbot watching every move and dissecting every single pore on your face? Am I going crazy? Am I insane? Am I the weird one? This doesn't make sense to me. I think whoever invented this needs to take a good hard look at themselves in a real mirror. But we're gonna move on before I rip my own head off. We're gonna move on to the next stupid, pointless AI product, but we're gonna keep it in the bathroom for this next one. Next, we're gonna talk about the Numi 2.0 smart toilet powered by AI. Yes! Finally a computer in my shitter. Thank God. What a time to be alive, man. I've been saying that forever. I'm sick and tired of my toilet stinking. I want it to start thinking. So this toilet opens automatically when you walk towards it, and I'm sure that's not annoying at all. It also has heated seats, a built-in bidet, and it also closes and flushes by itself when you walk away.
The black, Hone Black version will run a retail around $10,500.
Yeah, my reaction exactly, dude. Literally, like quite literally flushing your money down the toilet. If you're the type of person to spend 10 grand on a toilet, I do not want to know what comes out of your ass. That toilet is for real shitters only. Okay? When I see stuff like this, it's like, not everything needs a computer in it. Especially not a toilet. Dude, if my toilet breaks down, I'm gonna call a plumber, not an IT guy. Call me crazy, I don't think toilets should run on Windows. If they did, they wouldn't have a start button, they would have a sharp button. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the smart toilet industry is something we should stop funding ASAP. Because what else could you add to this down the line? I can't imagine this getting any more advanced. It shouldn't. Like, are they gonna do like a Face ID type thing, but you gotta fucking show hole, right? Is it a Touch ID? You're gonna do Gooch ID? Huh? Or what? They're gonna make a toilet that scans your shit and gives you recommendations on how to be like more regular? Just kidding, they're already making that. Smart Toilet uses artificial intelligence to monitor bowel health. An artificial intelligence tool being developed by Duke Science. Come on. No fucking way, dude. Duke? These jokes write themselves, man. They're developing a toilet that scans people's poops at Duke. Dookie University. I'm gonna start crying. That's so funny. I don't know. I guess I see the appeal of being able to like quickly scan your dookie for like red flags. Especially if you're eating a lot of red flags, that's probably not good for you. But I don't know, it's just weird, man. And when the singularity occurs and robots gain consciousness, I'm just gonna feel bad for the toilet robot, okay? What a shit life he's gonna live. Literally. All day, just getting piss and shit into their mouth. Really putting the PU in GPU. But folks, you can't piss into an AI toilet unless you first consume an AI drink. Which brings us to our next stupid, pointless AI product. Hell Energy Drink. The very first energy drink created entirely by AI. Pretty cool, right? Yes! No. According to the Hell website, the world's first energy drink entirely powered by AI has been developed by Hell Energy. Design, recipe, tasting, and meticulous taste evaluation, predictive intelligence, security measures, marketing elements, every aspect has been expertly crafted by advanced AI, artificial intelligence, system. This is the biggest gimmick of all time, because why the fuck would you want a computer crafting your beverages for you? And the article on their own website goes on to say, the AI created 3 flavor variations for fine-tuning and digitized them using the technology of a New York-based company. So vague. After tasting, yes, tasting, not testing, all 3 drinks and analyzing extensive data and statistics, the AI utilized predictive intelligence to select the winning flavor. Thus, the truly unique and refreshing Tutti Frutti and Berry Blast flavor was born. Yeah, for sure, because a Tutti Frutti berry blend has never been created before. Groundbreaking stuff. Go ahead and try to find a berry-flavored beverage at a gas station. Oh, wait. Oh, what's that? You found one before I finished talking? Okay, got it. Also, what the fuck do you mean the AI tasted it? Yes, tasting, not testing. What does this computer look like if it can taste stuff? I'm just picturing like a regular desktop computer with like a big fucking tongue on it or something. Oh, they made the freaky computer. Computer's too freaky. Or maybe they just poured the energy drink on like a regular computer and they were like, the computer liked this flavor so much it exploded with excitement. And I was also gonna make a comment about how ugly the branding is and how ugly the can looks because it was made by AI, but then I thought about it, and literally every energy drink can is like the ugliest thing on the planet, so it's not really a fair criticism. And I tried to find a can of this like for this video, but I really could not find one. It's mostly over in like the UK and stuff. And I also don't want to financially support bullshit like this, but I did find a video of a British guy reviewing it.
This is their new AI version. This might taste like Satan's arsehole. just tastes fruity. It shows that AI hasn't got a fucking clue. Not a clue, mate.
You know you've got a stinker of a product on your hands when even a British dude doesn't like the taste of it? Oh, whoa. Yeah, mate, I'll eat blood pudding and haggis and jellied eels. But this AI drink is bollocks. Sorry, British people, that was in bad taste. The only good thing about this AI energy drink is the name. You pretty much hit the nail on the head with that one because I agree. We are in hell. Okay, folks, moving on. We got 2 more products left, okay? And I saved the craziest ones for last. The next stupid AI product I want to talk about is the Capella Baby Cry Translator.
Introducing Capella, your partner in the parenting journey. Let's get started. First, download the Capella app on 2 smartphones. Use one as the baby monitor and keep the other with you. Place the secondary phone by your baby and let Capella monitor their sounds. Our advanced AI interprets your baby's needs.
Dude, I love how they couldn't even be bothered to hire like a real person to do the voiceover for this commercial. They had to get an AI text-to-speech software that can't even pronounce AI correctly.
AI.
Sounds like fucking Austin Butler, dude.
AI.
Literally, that sounds like someone was recording that while they were sitting on an AI toilet, dude.
AI. Translating cries into actionable insights, helping you respond quickly and effectively.
Yeah, very quick and effective. Oh my god, my baby's choking.
Receive instant alerts for crying.
Are you kidding me? The phone says uncomfortable. Yeah, man. That's like the only reason babies cry. It's your job as a parent to figure out why they're uncomfortable.
Download Capella today and embrace a new era of smart, sustainable parenting.
What the fuck, man? This is such a waste of time and effort and resources because there's no way this fucking works. And it's frustrating because there's like tons of smart people who are probably like working on this day in and day out when they could be developing something useful like furry detection for binoculars, right? I'm not a parent and I never will be, but what is apparent is this is fucking stupid. If you need an app to tell you when to parent your kid, don't have one. Do not have a child. And also, like, you're just gonna blindly believe everything the app tells you? Because as far as I'm concerned, babies don't cry differently when they want certain things, right? They just fucking cry. And what if the app is wrong?
Your baby is hungry.
Seriously? That's 6 jars of baby food in an hour. How is he still hungry? Well, AI wouldn't lie to me. Open wide, here comes the choo-choo train. No! Oh my god, he said his first word. This app is awesome.
Your baby is still hungry.
Come on. Come on, one more bite.
No.
Just one more bite, that's it.
Your baby is exploded.
Aside from how goofy this whole idea is, the irony is just beautiful. The ad shows 2 parents leaving a baby alone in a room with a smartphone while they sit on their asses and do nothing. And then they're like, why is my baby crying so much? Because you're making a phone do the parenting for you, you fucking morons. What the hell? You know what? I hope they put an alert on the phone that pops up when the baby is crying and it says, your baby's crying because you guys are on your fucking phone all day. Go hang out with your kid. Oh my god. Honestly though, you know what? On second thought, this Capella company has the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time. They could just put the craziest, most specific reasons for your baby crying, and idiots who download this app would believe it.
Tommy is crying. He wants you to bury yourself alive.
Honey, can you take care of the baby?
Tommy is crying. If you love your baby, you'll dig your own grave.
Can you take care of the baby? Yes, honey. All right, folks, we've got one more product to talk about, and I have saved the worst for last. I saw the commercial for this product a few weeks ago, and it actually inspired me to make this entire video. So the last stupid, pointless AI product we're gonna talk about today is called Friend. This is a wearable device like that AI Humane pin that was pretty much universally hated by everybody. But this one is a little different because the Humane pin was advertised, you know, make you more productive and help you with your everyday life. But Friend is advertised as exactly that. A friend that you wear around your neck all day and it listens to everything you say and it watches everything you do. You know, like a friend does. Apparently the creators of this product raised $2.5 million and spent $1.8 million of that funding to secure the friend.com domain. So at least we know they're making like smart business decisions over there. And their expensive website explains a little bit how the product works. So let's take a quick look at that before we watch the reveal trailer. How it works. Talk to speak your mind or gossip about what your friend overheard. Pause. Your friend will think for a moment and come up with something good to say. Read. Check your phone to see what your friend said. And that's it. That's the whole product. The entire product is a chatbot inside of a pendant that texts you responses to the things you say or the things that it hears. But they really branded the absolute shit out of this thing. It has a sleek design. They use clean and simple font. And if you squint at the website, it looks like you're about to buy an AirTag. And when it comes to branding and aesthetics, holy smokes, they cranked it up to 11 for their reveal trailer.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Very smart. Okay, it shows someone outside in nature, you know, being outdoors. So that's smart because it tricks the viewer into thinking that this isn't the dumbest, saddest, most lonely shit you could ever purchase. Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, let's go.
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby. Oh man, you guys suck. Bro, you look like the back
Let's go. I'm sorry, what did that text message say? You're getting thrashed, it's embarrassing. I'm sorry, this is supposed to make me want to buy one of these things? Just imagine getting dunked on by your friends in a video game. They're making fun of you, they're calling you an idiot and stuff, and then you feel your phone vibrate and you're like, oh, okay, maybe this is like a nice message from my wife or something. This will cheer me up. And then it's just a robot telling you that you suck balls. That happens to me, I'm fucking... And I'm exploding like an overfed baby. Dude, and he's smiling about... That's crazy.
I know the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
Okay, now I'm slowly starting to realize like why these people are using this AI friend necklace in the first place. This person is watching a TV show on their phone with no headphones and also uses the word dank unironically.
It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
This person has no friends. I'm getting it.
Really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
What the hell?
I'm so confused. How is this commercial supposed to sell any of these? This was like a Black Mirror episode, dude. And like in the commercial, every interaction with it is like weird and uncomfortable. And the only person who doesn't have one is like immediately weirded out by it. And I'm confused how the product actually works. It shows the people press a button on their friend to activate it so they can talk to it. But also sometimes the AI friend just sends them texts unprompted. So like, what is this thing? What the fuck? You have to press the button to talk to it unless you're fucking dog shit at video games. Unless you're a noob at video games, then it has to fucking tell you that you suck. The fuck you say to me, you little shit? So I'm sorry, but I also don't understand the ending of this commercial where she goes to like press the friend button, but then she stops herself. To me, how I interpreted that was her being like, oh wait, no, I'm talking to a person is like way better than this stupid thing on my around my neck. Why the fuck would I do this? I'm weird now. I'm a weird person for doing this. I see the error of my ways. That's how I interpret it, but that doesn't make sense if it's a commercial trying to sell these, right? I don't get it. Excuse me, I don't get it. And on the FAQ on this website, it says the AI friend is always listening. When connected via Bluetooth, your friend is always listening and forming their own internal thoughts. We have given your friend free will for when they decide to reach out to you. Bad. Hey, that's bad. That's bad. Let's not do that ever. That is a nightmare. A robot that can just chime in at any point and is always listening. Imagine you're like in a fight with your significant other and halfway you get like a text from your fucking AI friend and it's like, damn, you're a shitty fucking boyfriend, dude, right? Or like, dude, imagine the opposite. Imagine you're like, you know, getting it on with your significant other and then halfway through, you know, your AI friend maybe is on like your nightstand or something and halfway through you get a text that's like, wow, I bet that feels awesome. That would totally ruin the mood, right? Or no, maybe you get sent a URL link to this video.
Nice cock.
I don't know, man. I feel like as time goes on, more and more things like this are just fucking demanding our attention. And these fucking weird AI wearables, they're only gonna become more popular, unfortunately. And I just truly, I urge you all to really take the time and think. Before you buy one of these, just really think about how stupid you look. You're gonna look so dumb. This is lame and embarrassing. I'd rather have 0 friends than talk to a fucking necklace. And also, hey, every company ever, can we just be alone with our thoughts for once? Please? Are we not allowed to just go on a hike without telling a weird little robot about it? Can I watch a movie without Letterboxd being like, yeah, tell people what you thought about it? Can I play video games with my friends without a chatbot telling me to kill myself? Like, what's going on? I don't know. In conclusion, after learning about all of these products, I'm convinced even more than I was before that we do not need AI. This stuff isn't making our lives any easier. It's just making them weirder. It just feels gross. And as AI becomes more and more prevalent with each passing day, I feel like we're gonna start missing out on like the best part of being a human being. Making mistakes. That's like the most important part of the human experience. Fucking up, doing something stupid, and then you go, oh, got it. Not gonna do that again. Cause sure, I'm sure pushing a stroller every day is annoying and difficult, but you're gonna look back on those days when your kid is all grown up and you're gonna feel foolish for ever complaining. And yeah, maybe you will identify a bird incorrectly one day with your bird watching friends. And maybe they'll tease you for it, but hey, maybe that'll become an inside joke between all of you for the rest of your lives. And maybe one day you'll cook a rack of ribs like way longer than you were supposed to, but you'll actually end up loving that charred taste that it acquired. Who knows? And you may look in the mirror and notice a bunch of things about yourself that you hate. And I know it's annoying to, physically flush the toilet every time you take a poo, but sometimes those automatic toilets flush before you get the opportunity to take a picture of your huge disgusting shit so you can send to your buddies and laugh about it. And I know the energy drinks crafted by humans make your heart want to explode, but that's better than your baby exploding after feeding it too much because an app told you your baby was hungry when you really just wanted to go to bed. And of course, a baby crying all the time is frustrating and confusing, but trying and failing and learning is how you become a better parent, I'd assume. I don't know. And for God's sakes, I know life can be lonely sometimes, but becoming friends with a chat bot that you wear around your neck is not the answer. I promise you that. Let's all agree right now, okay? Let's not do that, please. Ever. Let's not do that. All I'm saying is it's human nature to fuck up and learn from our mistakes. I just hope we all realize sooner rather than later that all this AI shit was also a huge mistake of ours, and we can learn from it and never do it again. And we can go back to typos in our emails and accidentally confusing female rose-breasted grosbeaks with female purple finches. Thanks for watching, everybody. Before you go, if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 smart mirror I will smash. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about all this. Let me know if you've seen any other weird AI products, because there's a lot of them. Feel free to press the subscribe button. As soon as you do, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor of Kurtistown, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Thank you so much to everybody who came out to the first leg of the Goodfellow World Tour. Those are the best shows I've ever done. They were so much fun, and I'm so happy with how all the feedback I got, all the positive feedback I got in the show. Really happy with this new hour, and I hope to see you on the next leg in Australia and New Zealand. Tickets are available right now, and some more cities will be announced very soon. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately, according to my baby cry translator, there's a baby in the other room, and he's giving the coordinates to the Ark of the Covenant. I'll see you later. I don't even know how to start a video anymore. I don't do my gritty anymore, so I don't know what to do. I gave it up. Cold turkey.
No more
cold turkey.
Cold turkey. When you subscribe to videos by Kurtis Conner, you get all the cold turkey you want.
You subscribe to me.
You get a big envelope in the mail full of cold turkey.
Well, it's cold when I ship it. It's very warm when you get it. And it's wet. Oh, I could do it, folks. I still do that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into the topic. Jacob, growing up, was there any like urban legends around your town, like growing up?
Oh, absolutely. There was one about a man, I think they called him the Metal Man. He rode around on a bicycle collecting scrap metal, and there was an urban legend, and that he just took the metal and he built himself a home in like an escarpment, which is true.
Oh, he did?
He did do that.
Oh, urban legends, you know, I feel like it's a thing everywhere. Even suburban legends, there's probably some of those too. But nice. I feel like they're so fascinating that there's actually a TV show made about urban legends, and it's called Urban Legends. The original network is on the Biography Channel and History Television. Country of origin, Canada. It aired from 2007 to 2011, and the premise of the show, it's like, it'll show you 3 urban legends.
Right.
Sometimes they'll all be true, sometimes all be false, sometimes one will be true, sometimes
Okay.
and it was the viewer's job to figure out the true one.
And what do you get as the viewer?
You sort of get bragging rights. You'd sort of show up to school the next day, big dick swinging.
Big dick swinging, touching your other friends' dicks, and they go, wow, that's big.
It wasn't that big yesterday.
Holy
Did you
moly.
guess the urban legend correctly?
And then there's some kids walking around like, my dick got smaller because I didn't get the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's the tough thing is growing up as a young boy watching urban legends.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta focus. You really gotta focus. Your life might be fucked.
So I thought it'd be fun to watch an episode with you, but I did a little bit of editing. Okay, I watched like 5 or 6 episodes. I picked the funniest, craziest little urban legends.
You did a classic Kurtis Conner hack.
Yeah, Kurtis
Old
Conner.
hacker over here.
I compiled like 3 of my favorite ones that are like funny or weird, and I put them into one episode. I'm not going to tell you how many are true, how many are false. It'll be up to you.
So wait, you chopped up like an episode basically?
I did like 4. It was through like 3 different episodes. I made it into one episode.
Oh, that's
because they do
great.
3 stories in each one. Out of those, I picked 3.
History, television, and the biography channel. If you're looking for an editor, I think this is Curtis's submission.
I'm your guy. This is actually a job application. So let's start off with the first one.
The island of Sicily, Italy, is famous for pizza, espresso, and the mafia.
Hold on. I know this has nothing to do with it, but that's a child's description of Italy.
Yeah.
Pizza, espresso, and the mafia. You know what Italy's known for. Mario, Luigi, and Bowser.
On March 19th, 1988, Justo is at the ER. His hands are locked together, raised up to his forehead. The doctor has no idea what's binding his digits.
That's what you say when you're trying to get a girl's number?
Yeah. Can I bind your digits?
Can I bind those digits off you?
Can only suggest cutting the tendons on Justo's fingers.
It was a mess.
I have a question. Is it just stuck to his head too?
It's stuck like up here. Yeah, like he can't unlock him, he can't move them.
I just needed to clarify because I thought he was just doing this to show them like I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no, it's stuck above his eyes.
So it's like what a rude little kid being like, doctor, can you not fucking see?
Imagine if you're going into you're like getting like your testicles checked for like a lump or anything. You're like, doctor, my balls,
my balls,
they're right here.
Look awesome.
Like millions of Italians, Justo watches famous hypnotist Jukas Casella.
Put your hands together and place them on your forehead. Like this.
Oh, Jesus. We shouldn't have watched this. Oh, man.
My fingers were stuck together like cement. Hard in an instant.
But before the hypnotist can undo his trick,
Stop being so silly.
Justo's father turns off the TV.
Now, this is just not unbelievable, because what dad turns off the
Yeah,
TV?
what dad turns off?
No, I'll go, Dad, pay attention to me, give me any sort of love and attention.
Help, my hands are stuck.
Please, and he goes, volume up, shut up, Curtis.
He goes, sorry, better luck next time.
Right? Everybody else's dad did that.
There was a bit of panic. Pulling this way, pulling that way. They wanted to separate my hands, but they couldn't.
That's really impressive. That
What do you
kid's
mean?
strong.
If your dad can't yank your arms
Or you have
apart,
a weak dad.
yeah, you got a shit dad.
Remembering that his son was watching a hypnotist on TV, the cops track him down in a Rome restaurant.
Then they put me on the phone with Jukas.
I will count from the number 1 to 3, and on 3, your hands will separate.
Ooh. 1. Your hands are getting looser.
His hands just fall off of his arm.
Oh no! His arm fall off.
Your hands are apart.
Separate them.
I didn't believe it.
So is this story spellbindingly true, or is it just a load of mumbo-jumbo?
So is it spellbindingly true, or is it a bunch of mumbo-jumbo? What do you think?
Yeah, on a scale of spellbindingly true to mumbo jumbo, I'm gonna say this is a bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Okay.
That's
next one.
What's in Hamilton, Ontario?
I'm from Hamilton, Ontario, if you don't know that.
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Meet medical student Jeff Crawley and his girlfriend, Ashley Enright.
I went to high school with these people.
No way.
Yeah, I didn't.
Jeff decides to take Ashley on a special date for their first anniversary.
I'd always seen this old drive-in movie theater. I thought it'd be cool if I took her there and we watched one of our favorite movies together.
And this hypnotist came on screen.
But Jeff has brought the movie to the drive-in.
I brought her the DVD player. She laughed. She thought it was so great.
Why would you drive to an abandoned drive-in to pull out
portable
portable?
DVD.
Just I would probably just say stay at home. Let's go near screens that don't work, and we'll bring a tiny one that does.
Yeah, in 2005, there were still drive-ins you could go to in Hamilton.
Yes, absolutely.
We started watching the movie and things got a little more romantic, I guess.
Shit.
Saw these bright headlights turn into the drive-in. First I thought nothing of it. I thought maybe, people were turning around, making a U-turn, they were lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Woohoo! We're lost! Woo! Lost again! Woohoo! Huey.
You probably heard us going, wahoo.
So they started shaking the car, and so I was screaming at Jeff, can we just leave?
It's not that big a deal. We do this all the time.
That's the thing. You grew up in Hamilton.
Yeah, this is a thing you do.
That's just like a friendly hello.
Yeah, we're just trying to ask for directions.
Imagine if they started shaking, they're like, whoa, you got a portable DVD player?
Holy shit.
I know this guy was a billionaire. You can hold on to this guy.
Hold on to this fucking guy.
You can afford a DVD player. It's like a laptop that only plays movies. Yeah, laptops play movies. Yeah. No more laptop. Just movies.
No more laptop. Just movies.
Dude, showing up to like a university lecture, and you like fold open a portable DVD player.
You just start watching.
You watch it like fucking season 3 of Family Guy on DVD.
Oh, that's funny. And it's just loud and playing.
Yeah, no headphones.
Jeff finally decides to get the jocks off the car.
So I started, revving up the gas and they dropped the car. We sped off.
The lovebirds seek shelter at a nearby gas station. The sight that greets Jeff is straight out of a horror movie.
4 fingers were hanging off the back of my bumper.
Okay, a few things. The fingers were kind of just laying on the bumper. Like, they weren't caught in anything. He was holding the car that way, and they drove away, and his fingers just came off. I feel like
the best way to lift up is go fingers on top, and thumb on the bottom. Put all the pressure on your thumbs.
Yeah, but yet all these fingers, and just the one hand. That makes it seem like his fingers were already very loose before. Also, one more thing. What would you do if there were 4 fingers just on your car? Would you go and...
I would pick it up.
Exactly.
Also, I like this screenshot. He's kind of like...
Yeah, what are you doing after smoking this?
While the jocks were lifting Jeff's car, the ringleader got his hand caught in the bumper. So when the car hit the ground at full throttle, his fingers were torn clean off. Jeff puts the jock's severed fingers on ice.
Fingers on the rocks.
I said, you know what, let's take them to the hospital.
Best date ever. That's a very memorable date. And also just going, babe, can you hold these?
Hold these fingers.
Hold these.
And hold these. Oh, got fingered on my date last night. And not the way that you'd expect.
Not the way you'd expect. He fingered me with severed fingers from jocks that were trying to flip our car.
On-call Jeff gets a message from his employer. Jeff heads to the local hospital to hand over the fingers. Now Jeff can finally get to work. He's a surgical intern.
I recognized the guy. It was one of the guys that was lifting up the car off the ground.
So, does this story grab you as true? Or is it just a fistful of lies?
Yeah, does this grab me as true? Or is it a fistful of lies? God, guys, the other day I just got grabbed by truth. Oh, it wrapped its 4 fingers around me and I ripped those 4 fingers off. And that's the truth. Yeah, so the last one, way more believable.
Maybe I heard of this story when I was growing up in Hamilton, Ontario. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe this is a classic bedtime story.
And then this is the last one.
My wedding was such an experience, such a positive, fantastic experience.
So Joanna and I have been married for 10 years now. Things have been really good, but our wedding almost didn't happen. Joanna was completely obsessed about every aspect of the wedding, and I'd gotten cold feet about the whole thing. While she was busy planning the big day, I spent a lot of time alone fishing.
Guys! Like, it looks like they just Googled, like, fishermen.
Yeah.
And they're like, perfect, we'll just go get all that stuff then.
One morning he went on a fishing trip for the day. Came early evening and Craig didn't come home.
Usually, Craig is back from his fishing trips before night falls.
Comes back to him, he's like making it with a fish.
That's why he got cold feet.
Yeah. His feet were in the ocean, that's why they were so cold. I got cold feet while I was macking on
a mackerel.
Having a group sex with a grouper.
You know what I mean? That's fucking a trout.
Joanna begins to fear the worst.
Craig's boat had been found.
We found Craig's boat.
And it had been tipped over in the water. His belongings had been found.
The day before, Craig had piled his tackle and belongings into the boat.
And set it adrift. I figured then when they found the boat, that they'd assumed that I had fallen over the side.
So he pushed the boat out?
He put his belongings in the boat and pushed it out to sea to fake his own death so he wouldn't have to get married.
By faking his death, Craig hopes to escape the unwanted wedding.
Like this, I don't want to believe this, but I feel like guys are so emotionally like usually not like, instead of saying I don't want to get married, I'm just gonna fake my own death.
Fake my own death. Just tell her how you feel, maybe? Talk about my emotions. I'd rather fake my own death.
And fuck a fish.
As I was leaving the beach, I was just, alone with my thoughts, and I guess I wasn't paying attention, and I came across a road and got hit by a bus. And that's kind of the last thing I remember for a while.
So this story, he doesn't want to get married, he fakes his death, runs onto a street, gets hit by a bus.
Later on in the day, my phone rings. I pick up the phone, and it's a doctor.
Hey, there's a kid here with his arm, his hands stuck on his forehead.
Do you have any idea?
The doctor tells Joanna that Craig had been hit by a bus.
I don't know why. And I know it's not, getting hit by a bus isn't funny,
right?
But the sentence, Craig got hit by a bus, is funny.
It's inherently funny, yeah.
Yeah, the name Craig is the most, I got hit by a bus name.
Every time you meet a Craig, you have to be like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, man.
It's like, what? The bus.
Every Craig has been hit by a bus.
And that'll grab you right by the truth.
My accident actually made Joanna want to get married even more. So I get wheeled into the church. So when it came to the vows, all I could do was cry.
Instead of telling me how you actually felt, you let me put you in a body cast and force you to marry me. Mm-hmm. And instead of telling me how you felt, you just cried. You just cried.
And you just went on with it. And you haven't told me.
But you have no problem going on TV and being like, I didn't like her.
With our wedding out of the way, Joanna was just obsessing about other people's weddings. So things got a lot better. And things have been really good since then.
This could be true because this guy just sounds like an idiot.
Even now, when we fight or we argue or have a disagreement, I still find myself pulling out the boat and going out fishing for the day.
Yeah, I really almost got away with it if it wasn't for getting hit by that bus. It really taught me a lesson.
Those are the 3 urban legends. So now I want to pass it off to you. I know. Okay, they could all be true. They could all be false. It could be a mix.
It could be a mix.
So how about the first one, the hypnotized kid with the hands on his head?
It's so specific that it has to be true.
You're going true with that one?
I'm going true with that one.
And then the car one with the 4 fingers.
That's not true.
Okay.
And I think the bus one is super true.
So this is the first one. Let's check out what you got for the hypnotized one.
My name is Giusto Durante. I'm 29 years old, and this is a true story.
You're right. Jacob nailed it.
Giusto's situation wasn't unique. The hands of so many viewers remained interlocked that Jukas went back on TV to undo his spell a second time. After that, Jukas was banned from the show.
He's good at his job.
He's good at his job, but so good that he lost his job. Imagine being so good that the world goes, you can't do that anymore.
Keep doing this.
You have to stop doing this.
Dude, stop.
This isn't funny.
The only thing this helps is now that I know my fingers won't get cut off when I lift the car up. So this next one we're doing is the severed fingers story.
This story is false. If it had been me, I probably would have thrown away the fingers.
2 for 2. So now the last one. He said it was true. The boat guy who loves fish.
Yeah. This story is not true. Completely false.
You were wrong.
I mean, all right. So I went 2 for 3. That's not bad.
Though this is an urban legend, a North Carolina man did actually stage a fishing accident to get out of his wedding. However, he gave himself up after 5 days when he realized the cops were conducting a massive search for his body.
Hold on.
So you're half right.
So I was half right.
Someone did try to do it.
So wait, hold on. He did fake his death, though. He just didn't get hit by the bus.
Right. So I guess you are kind of, I guess you're right. Sometimes girls fake their orgasms, men fake their death.
I can never make my husband die. He's faking it.
Well, give it up for Jacob, everybody.
Oh, thank
2 out of 3. Well, 3 out of 3, basically.
3 out of 3. I think that last one's nonsense.
Yeah.
I think I basically got it. So, urban legends, if you want someone as your fact checker, if you need an editor and a fact checker, you let us know, because we're your guys. We're your guys.
We're your guys. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Current. Hey, I can tell by just looking at you that you're sick and tired of financial institutions hiding information from you. And I feel the same way. That's why Current is so great. Current keeps it simple, authentic, and direct. No hidden fees, no hidden anything, to be exact. And let me tell you, I hate going to the bank. You know, paparazzi always trying to snag a pic of me, you know, people always asking for selfies and autographs and stuff. You know, being an A-list celeb, it's a nightmare. But even before all that, I hated going to the bank because you gotta wait in some super long line and then spend 30 minutes with some bank teller to do something that should really take only like 30 seconds. It's the worst thing ever. But with Current, everything is done entirely on your phone. So no more walking into a smelly old bank. And also with Current, you get this fancy looking Visa debit card. Mine says Kurtis Conner on it because that's my name, but it'll have, they don't all say this. It'll have your name on it. And if I want to use my Current card to purchase, I don't know, this Kurtis Conner cutout that exists for some reason, and of course they had to use the worst photo of me of all time, then hey, that's totally cool. I can use my Current card for that. Or I can use it to buy literally anything else, which I really like. Current has a bunch of incredible features that you really can't get anywhere else, and it takes less than 2 minutes to sign up. And this all sounds great, I know, but it's about to get better. Current and I are giving away $5,000. We'll be sending 10 random people who sign up with my code Curtis500, $500. 10 people win $500, $5,000, right? The math checks out. We've given away money before, and some of the winners tweeted me their reactions, and it was super cool to see. And dude, this could be you. So just click the link in the description and sign up for Current using code Curtis500 to enjoy the future of banking. And you'll also have the chance to win 500 smackaroos. And it helps me out a bunch when you guys check out the sponsors, so it works out for everybody. Again, click the link in the description, sign up for Current using code Curtis500. Simple as that. Thank you so much to Current for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. Back to me. But thanks for watching, guys. Go check out Jacob's channel. Go subscribe. Yeah, sure. He's a full-time YouTuber now, so you gotta go subscribe to him and watch his videos.
I just quit my job, so please go watch my video.
Press a like button, because believe it or not, one like equals one severed digit
In your tiny little butt. And a subscribe will get you a whole severed fist.
And check the description for whatever else I do. I got a podcast and a gaming channel and a bunch of other shit. We'd stick around, but unfortunately we do have to head out because we gotta go catch some fish. We gotta go catch some fish and get hit by a fucking bus. Hey guys, before we get into the video, did you know that I stream on Twitch every week? Doing a lot of card unboxing. We did a Digimon, and then me and Jarvis just did a first edition Pokemon box. So it's just twitch.tv/Kurtis Conner. It's a lot of fun. If that's your thing, then check it out. If not, enjoy the video. Folks! I know you guys have been pretty upset with me because I stopped doing my my usual intro. I've been doing it for years, and then I just kind of stopped. And you guys are mad at me, understandably so. So I thought, you know what? I was in the wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back. Hey sisters! Guys, I'm not feeling very motivated. I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to film this freaking video. If only there were people out there who stood on stages and yelled a bunch of vague, vapid, generalized nonsense in my face. But no one would be crazy enough to do that, right?
The point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear.
And all the lessons that I learned here on stage.
Why were you scared in your everything you people told you? I didn't have to tell you.
No, motivational speakers. You've heard of them. But what are they really? Is this a motivational speaker?
You can do it, man!
Yes, technically it is, but that's not what the video is about, obviously. I want to talk about motivational speakers in general before we get into the main event, because that whole profession is just so fascinating to me. Like the thought of someone getting on stage and being like, you can do it! Thank you, that'll be $800. It's so fucking crazy to me, man. And before you say it, I know. I go up on stage and I talk about my dick and balls for an hour. But my tickets are only like 40 bucks, so it's fine. If you're watching this video and a motivational speaker has actually helped you like improve your life, become more confident or something, cool. That's great. I'm proud of you. But most of the time, these motivational speakers are just saying the most generic shit in the world and charging hundreds of dollars for it. And it's just so funny to me. Like, I love comparing motivational speaking to stand-up comedy because there's a lot of similarities. There's crowd work, jokes, way too many white guys. The main difference is like comedians usually have like the handheld mic, but the motivational speakers, man, they got the fucking Britney Spears microphone, dude. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, actually, I gotta start using a gamer headset as a microphone when I'm doing stand-up, dude. Holy fuck. So I said, babe, that's not very pog of you. But no, it's funny to compare motivational speaking to stand-up because like with stand-up, there's like a pretty clear path, like a clear progression. You know, you start doing some open mics in your city and then maybe, you know, once you get out there a bunch, you start getting booked on some shows and keep at it, you get better. Maybe an opportunity opens up, a showcase, maybe an audition for like a cool show or something. Like that makes sense, but how do you become a motivational speaker, right? Are there motivational speaker open mics at dingy bars that I'm not aware of? Because if there are, please fucking tell me and I will go to every single one of them. Okay, thanks everybody for coming. Give it up for your host.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, if you don't
All right,
mind,
man.
this is, I just got some new material to work out, so bear with me. I believe in you guys. I think you guys could do it, okay? And I'm gonna change someone's life today. Sir, what do you do for a living? Oh, come on, man. Leave me out of this. Come on. You're just gonna roast me or something. No. Come on, man. Go to the next guy. I'm a motivational speaker. This is... Oh, I love this. Why are you all laughing? I love this. This is really fun. Are we having a lot of fun, guys? I'm a motivational speaker, guys. I'm motivating you. I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to make you feel better about yourself. I don't want you to be laughing. Genius, you're a genius. Can I just do my speech then, if you guys are just gonna keep laughing? This fucking guy. I believe in you guys. Wow. Hey, Lauren, you know that new sound you've been looking for? You guys can do it. Listen to this. If you set your mind on it, I think you can achieve the goals. You can go past the finish line, first place. I feel like there's a lot of overlap with entrepreneurs and motivational speakers. Every entrepreneur is a motivational speaker and vice versa. And I think that's because a lot of these entrepreneurs are so disconnected from the real world that they think anybody can do what they did if they just like put in the work or stop making excuses, you know, all that generic shit. But I think the perfect example of this is someone like Grant Cardone. He's a business boy and he does a lot of like motivational seminars that are supposed to like help your mindset and also help your business. Also, Grant Cardone's last name is what a mechanic says when he's done a long day of work. Cardone, let's listen to this snippet of one of his speeches.
I've called on people I didn't want to be with. I've done things I didn't want to do, okay? It is not about doing what you love. It's about doing whatever it takes to make your dreams reality, to be closed in statements.
First off, music's way too fucking loud. It isn't about what makes you happy. Peace, cash, AI, little, peace, calling. But seriously though, what did he say there? What did Grant really say there? Nothing. He didn't say a fucking thing. And look at how expensive it is to see him live. $2,500. And that's the cheapest option. Again, if these people help you out, congrats. I have a lot of questions, but at the end of the day, I'm happy for you. But to me, a lot of these motivational speakers are just con men preying on the emotionally vulnerable, which brings us to today's topic. I was scrolling through TikTok, as one does, when I stumbled upon a video from this guy named Owen Cook. So let's watch that.
Come to the front for a sec. Come to the front. I just want you to, I want everybody to be able to see you clearly. Come to the front. Yeah. Loud. The reason I brought you is I want you to share loud. Say hi.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
How's he sound?
Good.
Well, that's it. Oh, I thought there'd be more. Cause what the fuck? Watch him get fixed. That's what my dog's vet said after cutting his balls off. My dog's balls. He didn't say, my vet didn't say, watch him get fixed and then cut his own balls off. Back to the video. That guy just said words louder. That's the solution, huh? That's what fixes all your problems. Lose your job? No big deal. Wife divorce you? Easy. Got yelled at by the librarian because you're yelling too much in the library? Shh. Fuck. Sorry. So obviously when I saw this video, I went straight to his profile to see what else he has going on. And folks, it's a fucking goldmine. So this Owen Cook fella, he goes around and does these motivational shows where he'll bring people up on stage with him and he'll try to like alphatize them. He'll try to fix all their problems with an alpha mindset, and he'll turn all these beta cucks into these alpha fucks. It's kind of amazing. So I thought we'd go through his content today and see if we could learn anything. The one thing he's doing differently from the Grant Cardones of the world is his tour is actually free. I mean, like, nothing's really free, so there's gotta be some sort of catch. He probably sells like CDs there, but the website says it's free. Still a little too expensive for what he's giving, but you know, to each their own. But also it's pretty cool. If we take a look at his website, it says his tour is a can't miss event. Is there a Mr. event?
Yes, there is, Kurtis.
Hold up. I swear to God, like clockwork. Every time you see these like self-help gurus, motivational speakers, these alpha males, they can't fucking spell. Spell check, dude? That's for fucking betas, bro. B-A-Y-T-U-H. Beta. But anyways, Owen's style of motivation is very different from his peers. He takes a very interesting angle. So let's take a look at it.
Okay, pop over. So he's looking at the ground already. Can you see how tense he looks right now? Say hello to the audience.
Hello.
Okay, so his voice can't project. And by the way, I hate to say it, you guys just insulted him, by the way. Oh. You wanna know why? You literally, do you wanna know my greatest fear of being in a wheelchair? Not the wheelchair. I'm not afraid of a wheelchair. You know what scares me? Everybody's gonna be too nice.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin. First thing, pretty crazy to insult someone for not being able to make their voice project when you're talking into a microphone, sir.
Okay, so his voice can't project.
Of course he isn't talking as loud as you, man. Bit of an unfair advantage. That's like standing on stilts and fucking making fun of everybody for being short. And then this next thing he says, people cheer for this guy to be nice and like supportive for, you know, having the courage to go up.
And by the way, I hate to say it.
And he says that they're insulting him?
You guys just insulted him, by the way.
Not true. If people applauding and cheering for you is an insult, oh man. I'm constantly bullied. But then after that, he takes a pretty sharp turn and goes on to say that the worst part about being in a wheelchair is people being too nice to you.
Everybody's gonna be too nice.
And I think I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, just because of how inaccessible the fucking world is for people in wheelchairs. You know what I mean? Say if someone in a wheelchair couldn't get into their dentist's office because there's no wheelchair ramp, like it's not wheelchair accessible. I highly doubt the first thing they're saying is like, well, at least this isn't someone being nice to me. Man, what a fucking weird take, bro. Like, this is the thing about motivational speakers. They'll say the craziest shit and then just keep talking. Like they didn't even say it. Like, no, go back. Please explain yourself. But anyways, a lot of his TikToks are just like little clips that he pulled from a 54-minute video on his YouTube channel of this entire seminar. And I unfortunately watched the entire thing. And I just want to show you guys some of the highlights of that seminar because when I was done watching it, I had to wipe dust off of my chin because my jaw was on the floor the whole damn time. So I made a little montage just to show you what the vibes were like at this seminar.
If I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, if I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, why'd the human cross the road?
His dick was caught in the chicken.
If I'm speaking to you like this right now, and I'm speaking to you like this right now, they can't even hear you. I'm speaking like this right now.
His dick was caught in the chicken.
Be a man, figure it out. You ever have a friend your age die?
No.
Soon you will, if you're lucky.
I took a few lines out of context for the sake of comedy, obviously, but I promise you, even with context, it makes no sense. It honestly might make less sense with context. You can probably tell so far, Owen's method is a little unique. It's a little crazy. Instead of inspiring people with positive affirmations and good advice, he goes the entirely opposite way and just insults them, straight up bullying people and calling it a motivational speech. And you know what? Call me crazy. I don't think that's the best method to motivate people. Like this poor guy, who, may I add, He said he's been watching Owen for 5 years.
How long have you known about me?
About 5 years.
And he's still having problems, which, you know, kind of makes you think that the things that he's teaching don't fucking do anything. That's just a theory.
A game theory.
But this poor guy, man, he goes to a seminar so he can learn tips on how to become more confident because maybe he has a lot of people in his life who put him down. And when he gets to the seminar to avoid all the bullies in his life, he gets bullied by this fucking lumberjack ass. You go to a motivational speaker to make you feel better. Owen's doing the opposite, man. That's like if you went to go see a doctor because you have a broken leg, but instead of the doctor fixing your broken leg, he just breaks your other leg too. And then you're in a wheelchair and people are gonna be too nice to you. Ugh. I've compiled a few clips of him just bullying, so let's watch.
The type of person you'll never meet, ever. Because you're just a little three. And not only are you three, but you're here to get help, and instead of getting help, you got laughed at by a woman and laughed at by the entire crowd. And then a bunch of people, even quieter and more derpy looking than you, are gonna form in a group. Yeah, you're about to say something, I can tell? No, okay, of course. So, okay. When I do that, by the way, what I'm doing is teaching.
It's hard to watch, man. And also that last clip is so fucking crazy, man.
What I'm doing is teaching.
You know, when I do that, I'm teaching. You know, I'm teaching. You know that? You guys know that, right? I'm teaching. I'm being a good guy.
Because you're just a little three.
You know when I pantsed him and then gave him a swirly and stole all his lunch money, then stuffed him into a locker and then threw the locker into the ocean? It's a life lesson. You're just bullying him, man. And the last time I checked, that's not what teachers do. All right, class, can anybody tell me what 5 times 6 is? Yes, you. I think it's 25. 25, you said? With a question on the board there? Fuck, good job, man. Yeah, good answer. Holy shit. Class, Albert Einstein's here. Albert Einstein's here in the fucking classroom. Holy shit. Huge fan. Can I get your autograph? Oh, wait, sorry, it's 30. Sorry, I got 30. No. If Albert Einstein says 5 times 6 is 25, I guess it is. Inventing new math over here. Fuck, man. I thought you died. I fucking straight up thought you died. But look at you, Albert Einstein, in my class. Holy shit, guys. Okay, you don't have to be so mean. I'm trying my best. Shut the fuck up, man. Nobody even asked you what 5 times 6 is. What? You literally asked me. I asked the class. I didn't ask you. I'm in the class. Fuck you, man. That was a low blow. What the fuck? You're ugly. I look exactly like you. You see? That's ridiculous. To me, it seems like like when Owen was a kid, he would get bullied by someone, and every time the bully would be like, oh, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. So that's what he thinks teaching is. But hey, Owen is a self-proclaimed alpha male, so we have to listen to him. Let's see what else this alpha male has to say.
Just never be a beta. Just never, ever do it. It is death. Never, ever do it. Okay? Okay, the only thing good is if you're like in jail and you're about to get shot. You're like, okay, you know? Other than that, if you're in a free society, don't do it. It just doesn't happen. It cannot happen. And by the way, the sooner you accept this, the easier life gets. You're like, oh, life is actually awesome when you accept it. As long as you don't accept it and you're like, I just want someone to like me for the real beta me, your life's gonna be freaking miserable. People around you will be miserable and you will be miserable. So just get over it. Okay, it doesn't mean to walk around paranoid. An alpha male is comfortable with themselves. The number one trait of an alpha is self-comfort. So just be comfortable with yourself. Stop being uncomfortable with yourself and hiding.
Bro, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Oh, this shit pisses me off, man. The only time you're allowed to be a beta male is if you're about to get shot in prison. Okay, if I'm about to get shot in prison, I will be anything that will make me not get shot in prison, right? If I was in prison and some guy was like, be a parent, here I go. This obsession with like being like a type of male, like categorizing, it's so fucking weird, man. This is my impression of Owen Cook seeing a beta fish. How could you? Thank fucking God he isn't actually charging money for this, because wow. And I really feel for the audience, man. If you are going to this, you are in a bad spot. If this is what you need to help you out, you've tried everything else. And I'm sorry you're going through that. But it's so crazy to think that someone watched him say all this and they're like, it's true. When the real reaction should just be,
okay, it doesn't mean to walk around paranoid. An alpha male is comfortable with themselves. The number one trait of an alpha is self-comfort. So just be comfortable with yourself. Stop being uncomfortable with yourself and hiding.
What? And hey man, I'm sorry, but you can't call yourself an alpha male when you're dressed like that. Sorry, but he's dressed like a fucking Zoomies manager. What's going through your head when you put that fit on? So top half, I'm thinking craft beer enthusiast, and the bottom half of me, let's go 7th grader. Hey, maybe I'm wrong about all this. Maybe he is a super alpha male, and I just can't tell.
He's getting feedback, right? Now, why am I so motivated?
Okay, never mind. I know the entire concept of alpha and beta males is not true, and it's so fucking stupid when people believe that. But it is so funny to see someone who calls himself an alpha male swing their feet back and forth like they're a toddler eating Cheerios. You always have to be an alpha male. An alpha male is the strongest, toughest, most masculine man in the room at all times. Unlike you, you're ugly and short and stinky, and you're never gonna accomplish anything unless you're about to get shot in prison. I am the alpha. I am the strong one. I'm tough. I'm gonna live forever. You're not. I wanna watch Paw Patrol. Okay, I think you guys get it. That's all we'll look at in today's video. I hope you learned something today. I know I did. I think the main takeaway from this video, the main message that I wanna get across is you don't need a motivational speaker to make your life better. You don't need them. And you know what? Motivation, like, what is it, man? What even is it? It's a social construct, okay? Motivation is a social construct, and we need to reject it. We've all been fed lies that being motivated and driven are good qualities. No. Motivation is nothing but a byproduct of the Industrial Revolution, and we shouldn't be engaging in it. It's poison. Can't find a job? Good. Give up. You're a beta male? Awesome. You're a beta fish? Do not be motivated, okay? Even me motivating you to not be motivated is bad, and so you should do the opposite of what I'm saying. So be motivated. But at the same time, why motivate when you can motive 9?
Nice!
Now let's hear a word from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Sleeper. Fantasy sports. They've been around forever, right? They're a lot of fun, but they're usually done on super old platforms that don't make any sense. They're intimidating, they're confusing, just bleh. Luckily, Sleeper is here to solve that problem. Folks, if you've never heard of Sleeper before, it's time to wake up. Sleeper is the best app to host your fantasy football, basketball, and esports leagues. And Sleeper delivers an innovative, seamless, and clean mobile experience. So clean you could eat off of it. Don't, but you could. And oh yeah, did I mention it's completely free? Because it is. And unlike older, boring fantasy platforms, Sleeper has personality. It has interactive features like text and voice chat built right into the app. So you don't have to leave the app, go to your group chat to talk smack to your friends about how much better your team is doing. You can do it all within the app, and it comes with no ads. Isn't that amazing? Ads suck, except for this one. Sleeper's mission is to connect people over sports. And I think that's great. I love that. And look, I know my audience. I know some of you may not be into traditional sports. I get it. But I know that I got a bunch of epic gamers who watch my channel, okay? And that's why I think it's so cool that Sleeper includes esports into their platform. And hey, that's probably why millions of players have made the switch over to Sleeper. I mean, it is the fastest growing fantasy platform after all. Folks, there's just no better option out there. They've got a super easy to use design, a brand new matchmaking feature to help people interested in playing to find a league that fits their needs. And oh yeah, everything is entirely free. So what are you waiting for? Even if you've never given fantasy sports a try, now's the perfect time to give it a go. So click the link in my description, download Sleeper on the App Store or Google Play, find out why millions of people have made the switch over to Sleeper for their fantasy sports fix. And obviously it helps me out a bunch when you check out the sponsors, so everybody wins here, man. We're all winners, unlike in sports. All right, thank you so much to Sleeper for sponsoring this video. Appreciate you. Hope you guys checked them out. Back to me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you laughed. Hope you feel motivated and inspired. You can like the video if you want, because 1 like equals 1 beta fish that I will turn into an alpha fish. You can leave a comment if you want. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've ever been to a motivational seminar, and let me know if it helped you in any way. I'm very curious. And you can press the subscribe button if you want, because I make videos all the time. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me It's the law. And you can check the description for the other things I do. I have a weekly podcast called Very Really Good. I'm doing bonus episodes on my Patreon there now. My Twitch, I'm doing a lot of card openings on there now. It's a lot of fun. My gaming channel, you know, my Instagram, my Twitter, all that bullshit is right down there in the description. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but I unfortunately have to go. I have to go teach someone a lesson, if you know what I mean. See ya. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, what's up? And if you're coming back, hello, what's up? It's good to see you again. You see what happens when you subscribe? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. That's so awesome. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. That's right, Steve Buscemi 2.0 is back. Thank you so much for all of your comments and pictures that you've made. Wow, I love them so much and they made me feel so great about myself. Thanks. But I've embraced it, okay? Steve Buscemi 2, that's me. Steve 2 Shemi. Okay, enough of that. Before we get into the nitty gritty of this video, I want to give a quick but huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. They're out here sharing skills and also sharing amazing deals with the members of Kurtis Town. So stick around for those details, or if you can't wait, click the link in the description. Dude, we've got a great video for you today. Well, the person we're talking about isn't great, but this video is gonna be great. Some of you may know I've done several videos about certain questionable Instagram accounts in the past.
Sorry, I had
to. Jesus Christ.
Miami, you're like, alright, whatever. Plane takes off, plane lands.
But the well hasn't run dry yet, apparently, and I don't think it ever will. Jesus fuck. Someone sent me this guy's account the other day, and right after watching just 5 seconds of one of his videos, I wanted to fold my phone in half and literally throw it as far away as I could.
How much you want to bet I can throw my phone over them mountains?
This guy's name is Nick LMAO. I don't know if LMAO is his legal last name or not, but let's pretend it is. So this Nick LMAO guy, he only has 21 posts and 100,000 followers. And that's especially impressive considering all 21 posts of his are just pure garbage. His first post was on September 23rd, 2018, so I'm catching him pretty early in his career. And I think that's good, you know, it's like catching it early. It's like cancer. In a way, you know, it's better to catch it early. And the same as serial killers. You know, once they start doing weird stuff when they're kids, you're like, oh, okay, let's see what we can do right now before it gets a lot worse, okay? And I'm not saying this person is a serial killer, but they sure make me want to die. Okay. To show you who we're dealing with today, let's watch one of this guy's videos. Let's watch this one titled, pointing to the right emoji, comment your fave line, cry face emoji. Tag someone who has no game. Follow Nick LMAO for more, tongue cry face. Follow Nick LMAO for more, cool kiss.
Oh, wow.
Let's see what this guy is all about, shall we?
Is there a mirror in your pants? Nope. So I can see myself in there later. If a fat man puts you in a bag at night, don't worry, it's just because I told Father Christmas I want you. Did it hurt when you fell from the vending machine? Because you were snacked.
So this is what this guy has decided to do with his time. Pretty much just walk up to strangers with his phone in his hand and basically just say like, hey, I want to have intercourse with you. So check it out. I got my phone in my hand. You know, which is just textbook sexual harassment. It's literally like he woke up one day and was like, what? I want to be famous on Instagram. What could I do? And then he Googled sexual harassment. Read the definition, was like, okay, yeah, that seems like it'll be a good thing to do. You'll realize, like, these videos are just so uncomfortable to watch. Like, they're not funny. It's just like, none of these girls want this to happen, obviously. You don't want some fucking kid walking up to you being like, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I put U and I together, dude. So like, now what? Like, you can just see how uncomfortable these girls are. for good reason, you know? Like, I'd love to know who watches this and is just like, dude, this guy's got so much game, dude. Is this the rapper The Game? Let's talk about this guy's thumbnails for a second. First off, if you're making Instagram videos and you make a separate thumbnail that's not in the video, it's automatically bad. When people draw lines around their fucking messy lines at that, like this looks like a literally like a 3-year-old traced that. You know why they do that, right? Is because nothing in the video is actually entertaining enough to make people want to like touch it and watch it. So they have to add all these fucking effects to it and colors and red circles and big huge fonts. Well, look at his last 6 uploads. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Are you trying to get someone to answer their phone? Or are you making Instagram thumbnails? Pick up. Come on, pick up, pick up, pick up. That's the only time you should be saying pick up that many times. And here's a great example. Like this fucking thumbnail here. Oh, dude, I couldn't tell where to look. Oh, thank God. They put a red circle there. Thank God. Now I know where to direct my eyeballs. Let's watch that one.
Are you a volcano? No. I lava you.
Oh God, man. How they both like awkwardly laugh after. The thing about like pickup artists, like some of them are so insanely narcissistic that like they're not awkward when they do that. They're just like, yeah, you and me, we're gonna do that. I obviously don't know what pickup artists say, but you and me, we're gonna do stuff.
I'm gonna pick you up.
But this guy, like, he's just, you can tell deep down he doesn't want to be doing this, but he's like, I'll know it'll get me views, I just gotta go do it. So he does these awkward laughs after, he's like, sorry, it's so bad, you know, it's just for the video, like.
I'm a photographer, but I can pick you up together.
This guy's a top-notch content creator, dude. Sometimes when he doesn't get the reaction that he wants, or one that isn't crazy or funny or hilarious, he'll just put a random-ass meme after it. Because his followers will be like, oh, I've seen that somewhere else before. Nice. Like, okay, so let me explain this next video. He'll go out to people and go, kiss or punch.
Kiss or punch.
This may sound familiar, because it is. This is when I realized that this guy is friends or roommates or something, acquaintances with the one and only I'm Box Boy. I made a video about that guy a few months ago. And like I guess like there's like this weird group of Instagram stars that just go around doing the dumbest, cringiest shit that's so unfunny and uncreative and just rude and disrespectful. And then shitty fucking accounts like World Star would be like,
dude, these guys are savage, dude. How savage are these guys?
Kiss or punch. Kiss or punch.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
Okay, so I'm editing right now, and I don't know why I didn't comment on this when I was filming, but this is like the saddest thing I've ever seen, and if you're not agreeing with me, I'm gonna play some sad music and you'll see for yourself. Okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Kiss or punch.
Follow for more guys. If you want more guys, follow Nick Lamau. Hey Nick, it's called a comma. Okay, this next one is just the fucking worst. Let's play it.
I want to kiss you in the rain so I can get you wet twice. So I can get you wet twice. So I can get you wet twice.
What the fuck, bro?
So, obviously, he's getting fake reactions now to make his videos more entertaining and crazy and savage. No one acts like that in real life.
What the fuck, bro?
The Academy Award goes to that guy. And how they both like look at the camera after like,
whoa, this is so crazy and real, even though I'm looking right at the fucking camera?
Are you a doctor?
No, why?
Because you just cured my erectile dysfunction.
This guy.
That is not how someone would react. Are you a doctor? No, why? Because you just gave me a boner. This guy. And they say chivalry is dead. It's very sad to be making pickup line content, but when you're making fake pickup line content, that's a new low. That's the lowest I've seen anyone go. This Nick fella would be so good at limbo because he goes so low, you know? Bars. Now, if the the underlying misogyny isn't jumping out at you. Let's watch this video and you'll really see it.
See that chick over there? In the fucking broom dress with her dad, about to get married? I dare you to pick her up right now.
See that chick over there? That fucking chick in the groom dress with her dad? I dare you to pick her up. Pick up that chick, dude. Yo, you see that prop for our video over there? You see that person who is not a human being trying to enjoy one of the most memorable days of her life? You should go fucking fuck it up, you know? Because we're making a video for our dumb fucking Instagram. Like, how brain dead do you have to be to fucking even think of that? That pisses me off so much.
I'm Nike, and you're McDonald's. I'm doing it, and you're loving it.
Awesome. Okay, guys, I'm about to get married.
Marry me.
Hey, fuck these guys, okay? Like, before I was like, yeah, it's cringy, whatever, but after seeing this, I'm like, literally, fuck you guys. That's so disrespectful. I don't even have a joke for that, you know? I can't even make that funny. It's so... like, you have to be so dumb to even think about doing that. And the girl's like... great, cool, fucking thanks for doing that.
Awesome.
Nick, I dare you to pick up that chick. Ooh, the red one? The red one.
I dare you to pick up that chick. The red one. She's a girl wearing a red shirt. Pick up that chick. Yeah, the red one. That one. I want that. Yeah, yes, I want that one. I pick that one. The red one. Okay.
Go do it.
What does their fucking day look like? They wake up at probably like 1 p.m. and they're like, all right, let's walk around and make girls uncomfortable. Can't wait. Considering how inherently awkward these types of videos are, like holding a phone and with another person being like, hey, I'm Nike, you're McDonald's, I'm doing it and you're loving it. No matter how narcissistic or outgoing you are, awkward as shit, no matter what. Without all this like clever pickup lines to kind of mask what he's actually saying, it's like, hey, do you have a mirror in your pants? Because I see myself in your pants. I'm gonna have sex with you later, I think. And if you were to just say that, like putting all this shit aside, if you were to walk up to someone and be like, I'm gonna have sex with you later, hey, you're gonna go to jail. You know, you can't do that. The fact that there's a camera there and you're holding it and like laughing and shit, it like makes it okay? No, it doesn't. It's so awkward and it's so unfunny. The only positive thing about Nick Lamau's page are the comments. I think we're at a turning point on Instagram. I think people are finally coming to terms and realizing that this shit is so bad and cringy and just dangerous for people to see. For example, the top comment on this one video is, this is harassment, which it is. This guy's a douche. He's putting people in really uncomfortable situations just for a funny video. Power to the people who told him to fuck off, even if this wasn't real. You're a fucking creep and you're not even funny. Please stop making these. You're picking the wrong timings to say the jokes. I could have just said that. I didn't have to make this entire video. They summed it up, you know? I'm just so sick of this blatantly fucking misogynistic, sexist, lazy, unfunny, cringy shit that's all over Instagram, and then these huge accounts with millions of followers repost them because they don't give a fuck. They'll just get a reaction out of people and they'll just post it wherever, and then young people will follow it, think it's real, think this is okay, and go out and do this, and you know, have to register as sex offenders. I can't really take more of this guy's account. I can literally feel my brain cells deteriorating, and that's a very scary feeling. In conclusion, doing this is not okay. Like, it's extremely predatory, objectifying, unfunny, cringy, pretty much any negative adjective you can think of. He fucking covered all the bases. Good job, Nick Lamau. Fuck. And I'm putting this guy's name in the title for a reason, okay? Considering how often this guy looks at himself in the camera when he's filming his videos, you can tell he's extremely vain. So, Nick, the next time you search your own name on Google, Instagram, YouTube, wherever the fuck you do it, I want this video to show up, and I hope you see it, honestly, I hope you do. I hope you realize, like, what you're doing is extremely unfunny, and no one is really on board for it. And it's also just wrong. I know you probably won't realize that. You'll still probably wake up and be like, who can I fucking harass today? Instead of doing these videos, why don't you invest your time into learning something that will benefit society, you know? Like a skill. And the best way to learn something new is obviously with Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes about video production, photography, design, pretty much any topic you can think of. Skillshare is actually more affordable than most learning platforms out there. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. But if you want an even better deal, the first 500 people who sign up using the link in my description will get their first 2 months free. free. That's like 8 weeks of free knowledge, baby. Nick, I hope you're one of the people who use my link to learn something new. And if Nick uses it, there's still 499 people that would get 2 months free. So click the link in my description. You'll be helping out me and my channel, and you'll also be helping out you and your super smart brains. Sweet. Thanks again, Skillshare. Click that dang link, my guys. That'll be it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button. Let me know your best pickup line down in the comments, dude. Just kidding. Don't do that. Just leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. And obviously, press the subscribe button because you'll get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. Yeah, that's free too. One click, you got an extra greeting forever. Check the description for all my social medias, my podcast, my Patreon for my podcast. You can get the episodes a week early, and there's also bonus monthly video episodes. Whoa, so crazy and good. Thank you very much for tuning in. I've been Kurtis Conner. If we were in the alphabet, I'd put B, Y, and E together. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and want to watch more from me, there's some more videos right here on the screen. And don't forget to press the subscribe button. Alright, I'll see you next time. Peace out. Folks, you guys ever think about how every passing second brings us just a little bit closer to death?
Oh my god.
Yeah, me neither. I feel like I say this all the time, but I just turned 30, and I'll be honest, I'm feeling it. I remember being a kid and hearing my dad complain about his back pain, and then in my head I was like, man, that must suck. Good thing that's never gonna happen to me though. But alas, here I am. If I sleep incorrectly, I have to take an Advil. Last summer I rode a roller coaster and I had a headache for a week. I'm being slowly dragged to hell and I can feel it. But aging is a part of life, okay? It's inevitable. We're all aging all the time. That's quite literally how the human body works. But for as long as us humans have been around, we have been trying to fight this natural decay that we all experience. And anti-aging content has been around for a while, but lately I've seen an increase in popularity of anti-aging products and techniques on TikTok specifically, and I thought it'd be fun if we took a look at them today. I should say I haven't seen a lot personally because my For You page is all the way cooked. It's fucking burnt to a crisp. But my wife has seen a lot of these videos, and she's actually the one who gave me this video idea. So everybody say thank you, Jenna, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Jenna. So first off, I think it's important that we talk about the history of anti-aging products and techniques, because the concept of anti-aging in itself is very old and wrinkly and gross. Yuck. Even dating all the way back to 69 BCE. Hilarious year, by the way. In the year 69 BCE, Cleopatra apparently took daily baths in donkey milk in order to maintain a youthful look. Now I know why the dragon from Shrek looks so young. It's all that donkey milk. And in the year 1513, Juan Ponce de Leon risked his life and set off on a journey to find the fabled Fountain of Youth, a spring that was said to provide eternal life. He never actually found the Fountain of Youth, but what he found was even better. Florida. And that is real. He went out to find the Fountain of Youth, and he found the fucking opposite, Florida. That is the opposite of the Fountain of Youth, because most people down there look like an old leather couch. People from Florida, their skin looks like a black metal band's logo. And there's tons of stories like this throughout history. Apparently, Elizabethan women placed thin slices of raw meat directly on their face. I'm sure their husbands were pretty stoked on that. But one of the first anti-aging products ever was released to the public in 1889, and they were called Frownies. And these were like little adhesive patches that hold your skin tight so you don't develop wrinkles. And the origin story of this product is pretty interesting. So the inventor of Frownies apparently noticed some frown lines on her daughter, and she immediately got to work on a product that could fix her daughter's wrinkly, fucked up face. Gosh, I wonder why her daughter was frowning so much in the first place, you know? Guess we'll never know. And since the release of Frownies in 1889, the anti-aging world has grown exponentially. There's anti-aging creams, lotions, pillows, supplements, diets, procedures. You can pretty much sell anything you want to people if you just tell them it will make them look younger. That being said, buying tickets to my shows and also buying my merch actually make you look 10 years younger. It's crazy. It's also not lost on me that like 99% of anti-aging products and procedures are marketed directly towards women. You know, in this patriarchal society we live in, because we do live in a society, from an early age, the pressure and like proposed importance of maintaining a youthful image is just absolutely drilled into girls' brains through various forms of media and marketing. There's this fucked up idea that like women's most valuable asset is their youth, which is number one, incorrect, and two, weird as fuck. It's like when you hear people talk about an older celebrity and they're like, wow, she looks so nice for her age. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if you needed those last 3 words. You could just say someone looks good, you know? It's crazy because it's kind of the opposite for dudes. We've kind of like tricked the world into thinking that men get more attractive as they age. And don't get me wrong, that is true for some dudes, but most old guys, woof. If you think dudes get hotter with age, you take a trip down to the Fountain of Death, aka Florida, and you'll see what most old men look like. But I've never personally felt the like societal pressure to hold on to my youth as a man. I'm a man. But it happens all the time with girls, and it's still happening today.
Here's some things that I do to slow down the aging process as a 14-year-old. I started doing most of these things at 12. Number 1, I take 2 apple cider vinegar pills. I do this twice a day. Number 2, I use a retinol twice a day. Next is I love Korean skincare, and I do 2 face masks a day.
Call me crazy, but I think a literal child having an anti-aging routine is a little dystopian. Because it's like, you're already young. Why are you doing an anti-aging video? That's like if you saw a TikTok of Jeff Bezos and he was like, this is how I have fun on a budget. It's like, dude, you don't need to worry about that, man. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what procedures not to get or what products not to use. It's your body, your decision. But I just hope if people are doing these anti-aging procedures and stuff, I just hope they're doing it for the right reason. And again, I'm not smart. If you want a deep, insightful commentary on this topic, or fucking any topic, you're watching the wrong guy. You got the wrong guy. But I guess anti-aging, you know, it's not inherently bad. But with every other fucking thing on this planet, some people are taking it a little too far. And I thought it would be interesting to actually try out some of these anti-aging techniques / products and see if they have any actual effect. But first, we have to actually find out how to reverse my age. So I think we need to go to the most reliable place on the internet to find well-documented, peer-reviewed information on this subject. TikTok!
You're not ugly or old, but your inner dialogue might be. If you want the ultimate glow-up, you won't find it in a bottle, but in the power of positive affirmation.
Ding, ding, ding! You said the magic word!
Start speaking and thinking youthful thoughts, because your thoughts shape your reality.
Positive affirmations, manifesting, that's a classic with this type of shit. Manifesting was a huge part of the video where I took a vision healing masterclass. So I'm pretty familiar with the concept, all right? This ain't my first rodeo. And hey, if it works for you, that's wicked. But the thing I'm confused about, she tells people to think and speak youthful thoughts.
Start speaking and thinking youthful thoughts.
What is that? What even is a youthful thought? Whoa, he's so deep in thought. I wonder what he's thinking about. I'm just a little baby. I make boom boom in my diaper and I miss my mommy. I love cocoa melon so much. Oh my god, what's that smell? Dude, did you shit yourself? So this creator actually sells the exact affirmations you need to say on her website for $10, but I unfortunately can't buy those because I'm just a little baby with no money. So I found a video on YouTube called Age Reversal Affirmations.
Rekindle your spirit and ignite the passion with these reverse aging affirmations. Listen or repeat them for at least 21 days in a row.
21 days in a row? What the dude, no sleeping, no eating, no exercising, no doing any of the things that will like keep you healthy and also maintain a youthful appearance. Fuck all that. You just sit in your fucking affirmations cave for 3 weeks straight. Imagine I walk out of my office 21 days later, fucking sunken in eyes and stuff. You can see my bones. I've never felt so young. Okay, so let's see what these affirmations are.
I have the spirit of a young.
I have the spirit of a young.
I am glowing.
I am glowing.
My bones and veins are in the best shape.
My bones and veins are in the best shape. Just my bones and veins though. Everything else sucks. Alright, I can't really tell if these worked or not because I haven't done them for 3 weeks straight, but I don't know. I can already feel like I have the spirit of a young. The comments on this video are really interesting too. I'm 26, but I get mistaken for 18 years old every day. My skin is glowy and clear. I'm so happy for these affirmations. I'm gonna look 18 forever. And it's like, cool, good for these people, right? If that's what they want to look like. But like personally, why would you want to look 18 forever? That is a nightmare. This was me at 18. Oh, fuck! If I still looked like this, I would be a Batman villain, dude. I'd be fucking crazy. I'd be so mad all the time. Dude, I'd be running around Gotham fucking popping zits on people and shit. And I could fly because I'm like, all my back knee is popping so much where it's all the pus coming out, the force of all my back zits popping is just... Sorry, moving on from that horrifying picture of 18-year-old me. So we know there's a lot of products and procedures that exist out there to slow the aging process. But even that's not enough for some people. One man in particular is going to extreme length to not just slow the aging process, but reverse it entirely. And his name is Brian Johnson. I wish his last name was Griffin.
Whoa, that's so hard.
That'd be so savage. So this Brian Johnson guy is a Mormon entrepreneur and venture capitalist from Utah. I know, pretty crazy. A Mormon from Utah? Huh? Now I have seen everything. And I'm sure some of you have probably seen this guy around the internet talking about his age reversal endeavors. But the shit he does is pretty fucking insane, in my personal opinion. I watched his full morning routine and it is wild.
I just woke up.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing because it's pretty lengthy, but I'll do a quick run through. He starts off his morning by taking his temperature. He then stands in front of a light that imitates sunlight because he wakes up before the sun rises, of course. He then takes iron and vitamin C. He then weighs himself every morning, by the way, and not just his body weight.
Weight, BMI, fat, muscle, visceral fat, water, bone, heart rate, and EDA. That also gives me the air quality in the area.
Dude, I will go to the greatest lengths to not weigh myself, but this guy does it every morning. Fucking respect. Because for me, that is fucking torture, dude. I don't know, maybe torture is a strong word. I can't imagine a saw trap that's like,
stand on the scale or die.
Brian then does 5 minutes of blue light therapy. He then does a meditation, some weird vibrator thing that he never really explains fully. He puts in eye drops, and then he prepares his daily pills. And this has gotta be the craziest shit I have ever seen. Think of how many pills he's gonna have. It's more than that.
I don't know how many pills in here. I think last time we reported it was something like over 50, maybe 60. That looks like a lot more. So I'm not sure what's going on here.
50 to 60 pills every day? Buddy swallows a fucking entire pharmacy every morning, dude. That is wild. He's got to tone it down. I think Brian's got to incorporate a couple chill pills in there as well, because Jesus Christ, man. But Brian still isn't done. He now puts red light on his head to prevent hair loss. And if red light prevents hair loss, looks like I'm keeping mine forever. Sometimes when I'm driving, I hit so many red lights. And he preps his food for the day.
This is what I'm going to eat after we work out. Yeah, overall, it's a lot of vegetables every month. It's over 50 pounds, I think.
I hate to break it to you, man, but that's shit from a butt.
I know people look at it and they say it's a green goop and they like to make fun of it.
Of course I'm gonna make fun of it, dude. That looks like baby shit. What the fuck? I found out this guy has a son, too. That's gotta suck to have this guy as a dad. Sorry, son, you're grounded. Eat shit, dad. I do. He's still not done, by the way. He then prepares his second meal of the day, which he calls nutty pudding.
Nutty pudding?
Which is like a protein powder that he actually sells on his website. Maybe it's called that because you gotta be a little nutty if you're gonna be putting that into your body. And would you believe me if I told you his morning routine still isn't done?
Well, it's not.
We're like fucking halfway through, dude. By the time this morning routine is done, he's gonna have to start his bedtime routine. Because Jesus, this is taking all fucking day. So after making his poop and sand, he does a quick workout and then he finally eats his breakfast. That honestly seems like so much work. Compared to my morning routine, my entire morning routine can be summed up with the first 2 words of Chop Suey by System of a Down. Wake up! That's it, man. That's it. I'm awake. And that's the thing. It's wild seeing morning routines like this because, like, who is this for? I made this point in my Living Like a Billionaire for a Week video, but like 99% of people do not have the time to do this shit when they wake up. He says in this video that his morning routine can take up to 4 hours.
My morning routine is about 3 to 4 hours. It varies on a given day. Sometimes I go a little faster.
Too long. This is just not realistic to normal people. But honestly, I don't know why I'm getting so hung up on this guy. Like, who even cares what this guy has to say anyway? He doesn't even have the erection of an 18-year-old. Yeah, I feel like even a manicurist would say that's the grossest thumbnail they've ever seen. What the fuck is that? I also found this really interesting video of Brian Johnson. He's using yet some other fucking crazy contraption to make himself younger.
Today I'm going to show you the machine I use that allows me to do the equivalent of 20,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes time. I've set the machine to 100% and 15, so it's the max level. This is definitely not something you want to start with. What it feels like is it's pulling your entire stomach out. It's like ripping it out. Just wrap it on.
Imagine he starts the machine and it's just like,
It hurts! It hurts! Kill me! Just kill me! Put me out of my misery!
Exercise complete.
All right, now if you guys want one of these, hit the link in my bio. Also, like, a part of his face is like discolored in this. It's like yellow. His face is like yellow in this video. I don't know if that's healthy, right? As he's going through the new experimental Simpsons treatment. So yeah, this Brian Johnson guy is like the final boss of anti-aging. But I don't think I'm ready to experience that just yet. I gotta work my way up, right? And I think I found the perfect person. His name is Brandon Miles May, or at Brandon Skincare. And he's been getting pretty popular on TikTok recently. And here's why.
I'm 35, and many people ask me if I don't smile or laugh to prevent fine lines and wrinkles, and it's not true. I do laugh and I do smile. This is how I laugh without using Botox and for preventing fine lines and wrinkles.
Yeah, so he's obviously doing a bit in this video, but this guy is allegedly 35 years old. For someone who looks that young, I'd assume he would have like a fucking Jimmy Neutron sized head, because his head's gotta be full of youthful thoughts. And when I first saw this video, I felt like I was being like possessed by a far right conservative, because all I wanted to comment was, show me your birth certificate then. Because I just fucking couldn't believe it. Honestly, still kind of don't believe it, but that is a story he's sticking with, so that's great. He takes his shit pretty serious, so you know what? Sure, he's 35. This guy is 5 years older than me. And Brandon's entire internet persona is based around anti-aging. He eats food for the sole purpose of anti-aging, same as his skincare routine. Even his clothing helps him stay young.
Anti-aging outfit of the day. Are you ready for this? So today is really warm, so it's pretty basic. I have a UPF 50 hoodie on right here. This has the thumb holes for the backs of the hands, but I can also use this to protect the sides of my face. I have my big sunglasses on to protect like pretty much half of my face. I have a UPF 50 cap that has a long bill. I'm wearing J. Crew shorts and sunscreen on my legs.
If you couldn't tell, any clothing that Brandon wears, it protects him from the sun, because according to him, the sun is the main contributor to the aging of the skin.
I just practice safe sun protective behaviors because the sun contributes up to 90% of the skin visible signs of aging.
And he's not wrong. The sun is incredibly dangerous for your skin if you don't protect yourself. So he wears clothing that is UPF 50, and that stands for ultraviolet protection factor. And apparently UPF 50 clothing blocks 98% of the sun's rays. This guy would probably still be a fucking baby if it blocked 100%. I gotta say though, including the sunscreen in the fit check
and sunscreen on my legs,
that's genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. People got to start getting like super specific like that in those like walk me through your fit videos. All right, walk me through your fit. All right, well, first off, I got the toupee on my head, Gucci t-shirt, swollen nipples from when my older brother purple nurpled me this morning, Dolce & Gabbana jeans, Preparation H on my hemorrhoid, herpes medication on my wiener, and I got the Prada shoes with my ankle monitor for my house arrest. House arrest?
Please get your hands up, get down on the ground!
Also just copped the taser in the back. And this is all well and good, but I feel like at a certain point, it's like kind of impossible to avoid the sun. And also like, why would you rob yourself of that joy? There's like no better feeling than having the sun on your face. Like what about when you're driving? What are you gonna do then? Maybe like, you know those sun blockers that people put on their car windows when they park their car? I imagine Brandon just has that over his windshield at all times. Just absolutely mowing people down, can't see shit. Sorry, let's get back to Brandon. Let's see what kind of food he's eating so he can keep that youthful glow.
Here's what I'm eating for dinner tonight for the purposes of anti-aging. This is steamed broccoli and steamed bell peppers. The broccoli is high in vitamin C, good for collagen synthesis. It also contains sulforaphane, which increases NRF2. NRF2 pathway helps to increase endogenous. It also increases melatonin, high in antioxidants, great for skincare.
I think this guy's just making up words.
What the fuck with all that shit?
Convinced he's speaking in tongues, dude. He needs to be exercised by a priest. And I can't help but think about that tweet of the person who's meal prepping broccoli, chicken, and eggs, and then someone quote tweeted it with, "Okay, Mr. Fart." That's all I'm thinking of when I look at that dinner, dude. This dude's farts could probably make you hallucinate, bro. You know what? Maybe that's what UPF stands for. You're probably farting. I also just watched a video from Brandon saying that he eats pizza once a quarter.
I would say about 95% of the time I eat everything that I show here on TikTok. About 5% of the time, yes, I'll go out with like a friend or my partner or somebody and we will maybe get pizza. Maybe like every quarter or so we might have pizza. It's not like a big deal for me.
Which sounds like a brutal existence, dude. A pizza every quarter? Just one pizza a quarter? I'd have a quarter of a pizza every hour if I could, dude. But like I said earlier, I want to see how effective this anti-aging lifestyle really is. So for the next week, I'm gonna live my life the exact same way Brandon does. And we'll see if I end up looking any younger. But first, we need to lock down a daily routine. Okay, so luckily Brandon has a lot of videos detailing pretty much everything he does in a typical day for anti-aging. So let's start off with what I'm gonna be eating this week. He has a video called What I Eat in a Day for Anti-Aging. And to summarize that video, Brandon has a dark roast coffee in the morning, and then an hour or two later, he has breakfast, which sucks for me because the first thing on my mind when I wake up is what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. For breakfast, he says he makes a green smoothie on days where he isn't fasting. I figured I'd do a smoothie pretty much every day, and then one day I'll try to go fasting and see how that goes. And then a few hours later, he makes a humongous salad for lunch. He then makes a hot chocolate made of 100% cacao, cocoa powder, almond milk, and salt. And I don't know about you guys, but I like my hot chocolate sweet as hell. So let's see how he sweetens it.
No sweetener. I don't add any sweetener or sugar, so it is bitter.
Great. And for dinner, Brandon usually does salmon or some other kind of fish for omega-3s. I don't know what those are. That sounds like it could be one of the fucking Autobots.
Omega-3. Roll up.
And then alongside the salmon, Brandon also has broccoli and my favorite fall vegetable, a sweet potato. And then for dessert, he does frozen blueberries and dark chocolate. So that's going to be pretty much my diet every single day this week. And there are some other foods in his TikToks and stuff like hard-boiled eggs and avocado and stuff that I'll sprinkle in here and there. And also, guy, real quick, I gotta say, love the energy that Brandon's YouTube profile picture is giving off. I love it, dude. It looks like I'm seeing him through a peephole. And obviously another pinnacle of anti-aging is exercise. Brandon starts his day with a 10-minute stretch, and this next part is gonna be pretty hard, but Brandon aims to hit 20,000 steps a day.
I've been trying to reach for 20,000 steps.
That's a lot of steps, okay? Especially to a guy who has mastered the art of parking it. But Brandon actually uses this little treadmill, this like walking pad, like while he works and stuff. So I went ahead and ordered that same treadmill because I can't possibly think of another way to get 20,000 steps in a day, especially during the summertime. Brandon then does some weightlifting with some 12-pound weights, and that'll be no problem. And that's his daily workout routine. Seems pretty low impact, which is nice, but compared to my usual workout routine that consists of 20 reps of hanging out followed by 3 sets of chilling, this is gonna be a big change for me. Yeah, the only push-up I do is push up on the D-pad because I'm a friggin' gamer. I pause my game to be here. You know, I can eat and exercise all I want, but if I don't look the part, then what am I doing? So I'm gonna order some UPF 50 clothing as well. And God, wow, look at these. Holy crap, these are ugly. They're not ugly, sorry. They're just not what I would wear. It's like there's not even one ironic vintage graphic t-shirt on here. What the fuck? And I guess it's nice that these clothes protect you from the sun, but it doesn't say anything about them protecting you from insults. So I'm pretty nervous about that. But I'm gonna give these a genuine try, so I'm gonna order some of these. And last but not least, Brandon made a video going through some tips and tricks about anti-aging that nobody really talks about.
So whenever I am like cooking a meal and I'm baking and I'm using the oven, I will be very, very hesitant to just reach my hand in there with just a mitten.
Hey, damn, your skin can't even get warm? What the fuck? That's not real.
People who bake things for a living have more aged skin on their dominant hand, the hand that they use for putting things in the oven and pulling things out.
Also, the example he uses, he says people who work in kitchens age poorly. That might be true, but I can guarantee you that's not because of the heat. I've worked in restaurants before, okay? If it's not the cigarettes, booze, and that ages them poorly, it's the unnecessary amount of stress they put themselves through. I'm so mad. The restaurant I work at that sells food is selling too much food. I gotta yell at Kurtis and get more hand tattoos about this. Sorry to all the line cooks and stuff out there, but I think that's just personal work trauma I'm working through. That's nothing on you guys.
Tip number 2, flying in airplanes. I always choose a window seat so that I can control when the window is up and down, because when you're in higher altitudes, UVA in particular is strongest at those highest altitudes.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense, but like a couple hours of sunlight isn't gonna fucking kill you. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it might kill him. I don't know. Imagine you get on a flight, you're in the window seat, and sitting next to you is Brandon Skincare. You look over, you open the window, sun shines through, and then you look back at Brandon, and there's just a pile of ash there now.
Anti-aging tip number 3 is wearing white clothing. The sun comes down and reflects UV off of that white significantly, more so than any other color.
All right, this is terrible news for me because I actually really love wearing white t-shirts. That's my favorite thing to wear because got this cool thing called dandruff. So when I wear black, my shoulders kind of look like a fucking Charlie XCX concert. But who knows? Maybe all this healthy eating I do this week will somehow cure my dandruff.
When you have bright lights on at night, like just everywhere in your house, and you're watching TV and you're on your phone and you're on your devices, this blue light and this visible light is stimulating your serotonin levels when it's not supposed to be stimulated, and your circadian rhythms is getting all out of whack.
Yeah, God, this is also going to be a huge change. Like, I'm playing video games and working until like 1 a.m. fucking like every night. Literally, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. I don't know if he's heard that before. But now Brandon is saying no bright lights at night? That ain't right.
And also socializing and connecting with others is really, really important.
Okay, so I gotta hang out with my friends and my wife this week. I think I can make that happen.
Maintaining an overall positive attitude, just overall, can be connected to these things, you know, relaxation and reducing negativity. Negativity is a powerful detriment to your anti-aging goals. A lot of people who are just negative overall tend to have a reduced lifespan and just more health issues overall. It tends to be a correlation there and an association.
That's dumb. That's stupid. Fuck, dude, being negative shortens your life? Nice knowing you guys. Jesus Christ, dude.
And number 10 tip is basically not drinking alcohol.
Okay, come on, man. How are you gonna tell me to be social but not have any alcohol? Yeah, a great thing for anti-aging is to go skydiving, but don't wear a parachute. Maybe he's just talking about hard liquor, right? I'm sure he's not meaning 100 million beers, right, friend?
I just don't drink personally, just because I know that there's really no benefit to alcohol.
No benefits to alcohol? Okay, you tell that to my hands that I'm not sure what to do with at a concert. All right, I think we've got a firm understanding of what my anti-aging week is gonna look like, but I think before I dive into this shallow end and break my neck, I need one final day of getting all the fun shit I like doing out of my system. I got a haircut, so I had my quarterly pizza the night before my week of anti-aging, and with a chest full of heartburn, I stared at my computer screen for the rest of the night. Been really busy with getting ready for tour and everything, and I knew I wasn't gonna have that much time to do it this week, so I had to get as much done as I possibly could. That being said, I also played some video games. And if you're wondering what video game I was playing, then you're in luck, because it's time to talk about the sponsor of this week's video, Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero is a brand new free-to-play action role-playing game set in a stylish urban fantasy world that's available to play on PC, PS5, and on mobile. Zenless Zone Zero is also published by HoYoverse, the makers of Genshin Impact, so you already know that this game is a certified banger. I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero, or ZZZ, for the past few days, and I absolutely love it. In ZZZ, you take on the role of Proxy and embark on a thrilling adventure with a diverse group of partners to defeat enemies and unravel mysteries in the uniquely designed city of New Eridu. And I'm completely obsessed with the art style, music, voice acting, and animations, but my favorite part of ZZZ is its fluid combat system that's simple enough for newcomers but diverse enough to provide a challenge for experienced players. And with so many playable characters, combat is always fresh and exciting. And speaking of playable characters, I gotta tell you about the game's newest character coming with the 1.1 update, Jane Doe. She's a physical anomaly character who specializes in rapid attacks to take down her enemies, and that's pretty much the playstyle I use in like every RPG I play. So I'm super excited to add Jane Doe to my team in Zenless Zone Zero. So if you've been itching to jump into a new game with a vibrant art style, compelling story, intriguing characters, and rewarding, impactful combat, then look no further than Zenless Zone Zero. And like I said earlier, it's completely free to play, and it's available on PC, PS5, and mobile. So what are you waiting for? Click my link in the description and experience the excitement of Zenless Zone Zero for yourself. Thank you so much to Zenless Zone Zero for sponsoring this video. Back to me. And I stared at the screen until my eyes popped out of my skull, friggin' gamer style. And oh yeah, I also had a beer because I wasn't gonna be able to have any this week, so I enjoyed the hell out of this thing. That beer is almost as nice as Donkey Kong's ass. That was epic. Now let's get young. I bought a bunch of shit. I forget how much everything was. I think it was like $400 for everything. Never mind, I was wrong. It was like $470, so pretty much like 500 bucks. Insane. Oh, no, sorry. Plus the groceries. We got everything from Whole Foods because that's where Brandon buys everything. And that place is pretty pricey, I'll say that. I think they call it Whole Foods because it put a hole in my wallet. So let's go through what I purchased. First up, this big thing behind me right here. That's the my walking thing, my treadmill, my little walking pad. I'm gonna set it up down here in my recently flooded basement. It's super empty right now. This will be my walking zone for the next week. Just an empty white. Let's go through what I got. So this is the, oh, this is like a little, I don't even fucking know what I bought, but this is like a band and you can wear it as so many other things. The wristband, Alice band, blindfold. Yeah, good idea. Just walk around like that all day. Scrunchie, headband, hat liner, cap, do-rag. Am I gonna get waves? Pirate, sun guard, face mask, hood, balaclava. So I bought like 16 things in one, dude. And it's completely UPF 50, UPF Chang. So I should be good to go there. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this when I was recording, but everything I saw on here was on Brandon's like Amazon storefront. A lot of the stuff wasn't available on Canadian Amazon, so I had to like find some alternatives, but most of it was from Brandon's Amazon page. It's a black square. Okay, and then I've got some blue light blocking glasses. Guy Snail.
Guy Snail. Oh yeah.
How do I look? Wow. Everything looks like it's covered in piss. That's pretty cool. All right, next up are my supplements. I got this probiotic. I also got this borage oil. Borat? I got this borat oil. My wife. Essential fatty acids. Thing just called me a fatty. And then I got this super effa. This is something else. This is Madagascar Centella Ampoule. Ampoule. I don't know what it does, but I do like the movie Madagascar. So if it's anything like that, I think I'm fucking set. I also got this Vital Proteins. One single ingredient. All the single ingredients. All the single ingredients. Last but not least, we got some food. I got sunflower seeds, black sesame seeds, chia, cacao nibs, cocoa powder, cannellini beans, some kelp, SpongeBob SquarePants ass food. And then I got some 100% Hundo dark chocolate. Unsweetened almond milk for my smoothies and my hot chocolate. I got these red peppers. I got these red onions, sweet potatoes, broccoli, spinach, and like some salad mix for like the salad. And that's pretty much it. By the end of this video, I'm gonna be a fetus. I got 8 hours of sleep my first day, which was really nice, but my dog woke me up really early because he had to piss and shit. So I took him piss and shit, and then I immediately made myself an anti-aging coffee. And yes, that's the same as a regular coffee, but I was just manifesting that it was gonna make me younger. Yeah, so I wanted to use a glass mug to like prove to you guys that I actually was drinking black coffee, but the only see-through mug I have is this Instagram one that I stole from my old office job, and it's probably the chuggiest thing I own, so apologies for that. But first, coffee. And like I said earlier in the video, the first thing I want to do when I wake up is eat food. And usually I'd make like a breakfast sandwich or a burrito or toast or a bagel, you know, something with bread. But today I had to make a Brandon Miles May green smoothie. And now that I'm thinking about it, if Brandon Miles May was really all about that anti-aging lifestyle, you know, if he really cared about friggin' rewinding the clock, his name would be Brandon Miles April. So I put a bunch of spinach, a carrot, almond milk, water, an avocado. Oh, that looks like what my dog did this morning. I put in some chia seeds, this collagen peptides powder that I smelled way too hard, so I got some up my nose. And then I put in a banana, some black sesame seeds, and some ice. And then I blended it all up. Yeah, if you weren't hungry before watching this video, sorry, you definitely are now. You're probably drooling like crazy right now. It's fucking disgusting. But I was so excited to drink this smoothie, guys. It kind of looks like the shit that the plant dad tried to feed his kids in that one Goosebumps episode, Stay Out of the Basement. And I've always wanted to try that, so this was pretty cool. But after all the hard work, breakfast was served.
I ain't never seen two pretty best friends.
Oh yeah, I also prepped some containers so I could just add milk and water and blend them up to save some time going forward. All right, good morning of the first day of me becoming a little baby. I got my smoothie here. I have pretty much every single ingredient under the sun. Down the hatch. Great. It's just spinach I taste because that's all I put in there, but that was me being Popeye. I'm gonna be Popeye. But hey, if I don't like the flavor, at least I have this nice black coffee to wash it all down with. Just gonna hang out here and and drink this. And real quick, I'm making it seem like I'm a really picky eater. I promise you I'm not. I eat a lot of food. I love all food pretty much, except for cilantro. I have the gene that makes it taste like soap to me. So anytime I accidentally eat cilantro, it tastes like I'm being punished for like saying a swear word. But honestly, I think putting a legit bar of soap into this blender would have made it taste a lot better. Because this fucking green smoothie, it tasted like cement, bro. It took me so long to fucking drink it. Sorry, I'm being negative and that ages you.
Smoothie was so good.
Okay, I've been filming this for about 35 minutes, half hour. So it's taking me a half hour to drink all this. I got one final slurp. But after some hard work and determination, I finally finished the smoothie. I never felt so young in my life. Except that's a half hour I'll never fucking get back. Brandon said in his videos that it's always good to rest after eating your breakfast because it helps with digestion. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. Why would you need to rest after it? But after doing that, I get it. That was the most mentally strenuous thing I've had to do, was get through this fucking thing. So, good night. Instantly fall asleep.
I finally rest. Watch the sunrise on a grateful universe.
Also, whoa, just realized the walls in my living room are the exact same color as the smoothie I had. Or maybe they aren't, and I'm just hallucinating. Now it's time for my stretches. Oh, yeah. I followed along with Brandon's video, and you know what? I will say, these actually felt pretty nice. Whether or not doing these stretches actually makes me look younger, I do want to try to incorporate this into my everyday life going forward, because it felt great, and you can quote me on this. There's nothing better than getting stretched out. I especially love this stretch. I kind of look like a cat who's about to puke. I stretched for about 10 minutes, and oh yeah, one of the stretches reminded me of my karate lessons I took 20 years ago, so that was also pretty fun. Okay, so first morning routine is pretty much done. Yeah, I don't know if this is because of the smoothie or the stretching, but you know what, unfortunately, I do feel a little bit more energized than I usually do. Again, that could be like a placebo effect. But no, this guy doesn't really have sugar, so I guess a placebo wouldn't really exist. I do have some work that I gotta get done, and then I guess I'm gonna try to start getting my steps in. But yeah, so far, so good, I think. And how do I look? I feel like I look older because I haven't shaved yet. The more hair you have, the older you look. And after I finished some work, I went down to the basement because it was treadmill time, brother. All right, I'm in my basement again. Time to unbox this fucking little walking pad, as they call it. How many steps am I at right now? It is currently 1227. I'm at 2,000 steps. So I need 18,000 more, so... yeah, it's a lot. I started unboxing my walking pad, and this thing was
fully loaded with tons of cool stuff.
An Allen key! Yes! It also came with this remote control, and it also came with this. Okay, so it came with lubricate oil. Why'd they give me lube? How are you gonna give me lube? And then also put something that says warm tips? And I really thought this walking pad was going to be a huge game changer for me because, you know, I can get my steps in without the sun ever touching my skin and just ruining my life. But I forgot that one of the best parts of walking outside is like looking around at shit. Seeing a bird crap on the ground, seeing a squirrel have sex. You know, cool shit. So like after 10 seconds on the walking pad, I was like immediately bored out of my mind. The future is now. You get all the joy of walking outside without the nice warmth from the sun. So I just got to do this for like an hour. Okay, I can definitely see why people have these with like a standing desk, because this is kind of just like, you're not really exerting too much energy and you can still sort of like do something, but I'm really bored right now. Maybe I'll read a book while I do this or something. That'd be pretty cool. Just all the books are over there and I'm here. If only there was a way for me to move. If there was only some sort of way I could move my legs that would in turn make my whole body move to where I want it to go. One day. Backward style? Oh, yeah. Oh my God. So this was my view for the next half hour. And let me tell you, I've never felt younger in my life. Even though the youngest people I've ever seen in my life are never walking. They can't walk. So if I really want to start acting young, I should just throw on a diaper and throw a tantrum on the ground. And I don't know if it was the leisurely stroll I took for 30 minutes or the fact that I had blended up spinach for breakfast, but I was starting to get hungry. So I went upstairs to make my lunch. Brandon said he usually makes a huge salad for lunch every day, so I followed his tutorial as close as I could. I put spring mix, a bell pepper, sunflower seeds, black sesame seeds, olive oil, and balsamic balsamic vinegar. I also fried up some beans and onions, and I also made a hard-boiled egg because I was fucking starving and I knew a salad wasn't gonna fill me up, and I've also seen Brandon eat those things before. Now, and that yellow stuff on top isn't my fucking dandruff or anything. It is nutritional yeast.
Pretty good yeast.
And this salad actually tasted really fucking good, I'll admit it. Brandon Miles may have been cooking with this recipe, I fear. Or maybe it was good because I was fucking starving, but I ate the whole damn thing. And I'm not afraid to say it. Now it's time for my supplements. That's what I say when I see a bunch of Altoids. Supplements.
Why do they make these so fucking big?
And in Brandon's video where he shows what he eats in a day, he says he makes his famous hot chocolate right after lunch. So that's what I did as well. I heated up some unsweetened almond milk. I put in some cocoa powder and then some of these cacao nibs because I couldn't find the wafers that he uses. Wafer, I hardly know her. I cooked them for a while, but this is when I realized I don't fucking know what cacao nibs are. What the fuck are they? Because I was fully under the impression that they were just gonna melt into the milk, but they did not. They just got wet.
What the fuck are cocoa nibs? Cacao nibs.
Cacao! So even though I made it incorrectly, I still had a delicious hot chocolate ready to be consumed. So let's give it a try. Yeah, this thing tasted like fucking shit. I know sugar is bad for you, but honestly, I think drinking literal dirt water is worse. If I ordered a hot chocolate somewhere and they gave me that, I'm throwing it in their face, and I am gladly going to jail for it, okay? Because that is fucking evil.
This coffee smells like shit.
It is shit.
For the next few hours, I was just working in my office, and then around dinner time, I had some salmon with carrots and potatoes, and this is pretty good because it was just a pretty normal ass meal. But then it was time for dessert.
This is like if Charlie and the Chocolate Factory had zero fun.
And Brandon's dessert of choice is frozen blueberries and dark chocolate, and I have a feeling it's gonna look the exact same coming out. Compared to the hot chocolate, this actually wasn't too bad, but obviously still not an ideal dessert.
So if you could eat like a rock, Picture just eating a rock. I feel like a Goron.
And I unfortunately did not get 20,000 steps on my first day because I spent the whole day cooking. I feel like I had no fucking time to take that many steps. Unless you count all the steps that it took to make that fucking smoothie, because there's like 20,000 ingredients in it. So, you know what? Sure. How about that? Yes, I did. I got 20,000 steps, okay? So it was like 9 p.m. at this point, and I needed to go through the final edit of my comedy special Python that you can watch right now for free on my YouTube channel if you want. But using these glasses was a little weird, especially when you're like reviewing footage, because it made everything look like it was at the bottom of a pool that is filled with piss. So I just looked like an idiot when the only feedback I had was, this too yellow, fix it, change it. Thanks a lot, glasses. But with that, my first day of anti-aging was complete. And it was time for me to go Tuesday mode. I woke up and realized that my shirt needs to start having some green smoothies because that thing is wrinkly. Goddamn. Disgusting. I needed to walk my dog, so I put some sunscreen on so I could brave the elements. Yes! And when I got back, I started getting really hungry, but this was the day that I was going to try fasting in the morning. So I was only allowed to have a coffee. But you know what? If I'm being honest, eating nothing is actually better than eating that quote-unquote smoothie. So I actually wasn't too broken up about it. I did my morning stretches, and this time I incorporated a quick plank because that's hilarious. And by the time I was done all my stretches and everything, it was like 11:30, and that's when I used to have a snack when I was a little boy. So I figured I was allowed to eat some food now. And for my snack, I had one hard-boiled egg. And that hard-boiled egg got me thinking about my own anti-aging goals.
This is how young I want to look. By the end of the week, I want to be an egg.
A few hours later, I went downstairs and made the same salad as the day before. But for the next few days, I unfortunately had to make and eat everything in my dining room. Well, I didn't have to eat everything in my dining room. I didn't have to eat like the chairs and the tables, but I had to eat food. I was getting my kitchen redone. I was getting my kitchen floors redone, so I couldn't really use my kitchen. So yeah, really shit timing to film a video that requires a really strict diet when your kitchen is getting a makeover. But then again, so was I. I also saw a TikTok from Brandon saying that cherry tomatoes were a really good snack for anti-aging. And that was perfect because my wife Jenna is growing a bunch of cherry tomatoes right now.
Cherry tomatoes, organic cherry tomatoes. You know what these contain? Lycopene.
Pause, bro. Peen?
Lycopene.
Lycopene? I don't like a peen at all. I like no peen. I didn't want to do it, but, you know, for anti-aging purposes, I grinned and bared it. I ate the cherry tomatoes while repeating no homo in my head over and over again, and they were awesome. Almost as awesome as a guy's penis. And then I took my supplements as I prepared for my first journey outside to face my #1 foe, the sun. And it's interesting because, like, all the other wellness lifestyles I've tried, like the billionaire lifestyle, the vision healing lifestyle, they all praise the sun and its healing properties. But with this anti-aging lifestyle, the sun is like this evil villain that needs to be avoided at all times. So I reapplied sunscreen and sat outside with my dog Kiwi, but not without my brand new UPF 50 hat that looks really cool, guys. And it does look good on me, okay? If I see one comment that says otherwise, then I implore you to reconsider.
I look like Zorro.
So yeah, the audio like weirdly cut out in this clip for some reason. Off camera, my wife, she immediately agreed with me. She actually said I looked cooler than Zorro. So that was pretty nice. We hung out outside for a little longer, and I can't explain how nice it was to be outside in the sun. I know it ages you like crazy, but after a day of purposely staying inside and hiding from it, I just felt so good.
Yeah, laugh all you want. I'm gonna be laughing all the way to the bank. But I won't be able to open a bank account because I'll be too young. I'm too young. They're gonna say you must be too young for this. You're a little baby boy.
A few hours later, we ordered some food for lunch because we couldn't use our kitchen. But I just ordered some salad and some steamed broccoli. Yum. You know, you're probably thinking eating all these healthy foods would make me feel incredible, right? But a pretty large problem was beginning to become apparent.
Okay, so I've been doing this routine for like 2 full days now. This might be TMI, but I haven't gone to the bathroom. I pissed a lot. I've been pissing. I stay pissing, but I haven't gotten #2 yet. Kind of weird because I'm usually a pretty regular guy. I don't know what's going on. My body's like, where's all the bread, man? where's all the bread, dude? We don't know what to do with all this shit. Where's all the bread and cheese, man? And it's just getting all bunged up down there. So this is, I don't know if that's good for my health, but that's where we're at right now. Been farting though. Definitely been farting. And guess if they smell insane. I ate a pound of greens the past 2 days. Guess if the farts smell like they're from another planet. I'll let you know if anything changes.
But luckily, me talking about not being able to poop must have reminded my intestines to actually do their job, because like 30 minutes after I recorded all that, I friggin' crapped. So it was like 10 p.m. now, and I needed to sign a bunch of these cards that we're going to be selling on the Goodfellow World Tour that has just started. Come to the shows, please. Buy a signed card, okay? I signed them all. They're sick. They look really cool, especially when you aren't looking at them through piss glasses. And I also forgot to do my skincare the night before, so I did that. I ordered this Centella shit. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it was on Brandon's Amazon list, so it's gotta be good. And after that, I went to sleep. And now it's time for Wednesday! I made my coffee, my mug was calling me handsome, and I didn't really know how to respond because I'm only 10 years old. No one's ever said that to me before. Morning. I thought I would give everybody a little hump day update on how everything's going. It's the third day of this anti-aging lifestyle. I've been trying to just stay out of the sun completely to avoid it, and I'm going a little stir crazy. So I think I'm gonna try to plan some sort of outdoor outing tomorrow. It's just to be outside because I've been just a hermit pretty much. But I made the smoothie again, but I added some blueberries this time, and it's funny because when I first had it, when it took me like 45 minutes to drink, it tasted like cement. But this one looks like cement. So let's see how it tastes when I add a little bit of blueberries. That's like night and day. That's incredible. This is great. I gotta have that every day. This is the same type of hat the Hat Man wears. I gotta take a picture tonight. See if I can make myself look like the Hat Man. That also was another tip on TikTok that I saw, was to sleep on your back. That's supposed to be good for anti-aging.
Back sleepers do appear to enjoy fewer fine lines and wrinkles on their face compared to other sleep positions.
But again, sleeping on your back is how you get a visit from the Hat Man. Me. Do you want... I show up and I go, stop laying on your back. But yeah, I'm gonna keep up this routine. I haven't gotten 20,000 steps yet on any of the days, which is frustrating. I got 8,000 on Monday, 13,000 yesterday. Hopefully I can get 20,000 today, but what do I know? These numbers are huge. I'm just a little baby. I don't know the numbers that could even go this big. All I know is 1, 2, 3 and peekaboo, but I'm gonna drink this smoothie. I'll see you on the other side. And as I drank my smoothie, I decided to watch stuff on YouTube that I would watch as a kid. Watching a fight scene from the movie The One starring Jet Li.
Start speaking and thinking youthful thoughts.
And like I said, this smoothie tasted incredible because of the added blueberries, so it only took me like 10 minutes to crush it compared to Monday's 35 minutes, so that was great. Dude, that took me 10 minutes. Who knew putting something that tastes good makes something taste good? Learn new stuff every day. I'm a teenager. I'm so young, it's crazy. I then made my way downstairs to my glorified hamster wheel so I could get some steps in. I was able to walk for a longer period of time on this day because I brought my 3DS down there and I started a new save file on Pokemon Silver. And this seems like a good time to give a full review on this walking pad. So obviously this thing is appealing due to its small, compact design, but that's also kind of a detriment to the product because like when you're on it, you gotta be fucking locked in on where you're walking. Because if you're not walking in a perfectly straight line at the right speed consistently, it is so easy to like slip or like your foot to slip off or you like, you know, step on the side and you trip for a second. And it's just like, it's really scary. It happened to me like several times. Yeah, walking pad, more like walking bad. So overall, I'm gonna give this walking pad like a 6.5 out of 10. If you're good at walking, then get it, I guess. But if you're just a little baby like me who just learned how to walk last week, I'd probably just skip it. After my walk, I did some lifting with some 8-pound weights. Brandon usually uses 12-pound weights, but I didn't have any of those. But halfway through my workout, I realized something terrible. I was wearing white. And I'm doing it now, but I'm recording after, so it's fine. So I put on a black shirt and went right back to pumping iron. I didn't really feel like I was burning that many calories or anything. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized, like, what I was doing wasn't very youthful at all. The guys who lift a bunch of weights all the time, they always look like 30 years older than they actually are, right? They go see a 6'5" bodybuilder who's like bald and shit and he's like super ripped, he's got like a goatee, and you're like, how old are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm 15. Like if I need to be thinking youthful thoughts, you know, I wouldn't think to lift weights, you know what I mean? I would be doing something way different. So I did some stretches, I planked again, and then Kiwi was stoked that someone else was finally at his eye level, so he came and hung out with me for a little bit. And being under 6 feet, I know exactly how that feels. When I see another 5'9" dude at a party or something, I'm like, yo, what's up, man? This is nice. For a snack, I made one of my favorite foods, a caprese salad. But Brandon never said anywhere that it's okay to have mozzarella cheese, so I just had tomatoes with basil. It was still really good because the tomatoes and basil were fresh from my wife's garden, but still, cheese would have been awesome. And like I said earlier, I don't really have like a solid routine that I stick to every day. So one of the biggest challenges of this like routine was actually just sticking to an actual routine. Like there was just so much to fucking do and remember throughout the day. It was really hard because obviously you want your morning to feel like, you know, you're just starting your day, you're getting into it. You don't want to be like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like that's a fucking nightmare, dude. I was so worried and stressed and anxious that it was like, it probably aged me more than if I just lived regularly. I didn't do much for the rest of the day, and I also forgot to film my dinner, so I filmed a little recap after I ate. All right, I forgot to film it, but I just ate some salmon and broccoli. I had some broccoli too. But yeah, I was really fucking hungry. That's like the main thing I'm realizing in this challenge, but I guess just lifestyle is like, I'm just hungry all the time. So I'm finding myself like eating small amounts of things all day, like a bird. I just had a handful of seeds, like a fucking bird, dude. It's all right, having a great time. I crapped again too, so. We're back. We're so back. So with Wednesday coming to an end, it was time for the day that AJR wrote that shitty song about. Thirsty, thirsty, Thursday. I woke up to one of my mustache hairs trying to escape, and I immediately went downstairs to make my green smoothie, or purple smoothie, sorry. This is what I have to look forward to now, and it's pretty awesome. I drank my smoothie, and when I went to put my glass in the dishwasher, I realized I forgot the banana. I forgot. I was devastated. I've never forgotten a banana like this before. So I ate it in the kitchen and threw the banana peel on the floor. That was delicious. Whoa! I then noticed my dog was sitting in his favorite spot enjoying the sunshine without the proper protection. So like a good dog owner, I took my UPF 50 hat off and put it on Kiwi. Oh my god, he loves it. I did my daily stretches again, and then for lunch I had some more steamed broccoli, another hard-boiled egg, and some roasted sweet potatoes. And this meal was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And like I said on Wednesday, I decided to plan a nice outdoor outing on this day. And some of you may know this already, but but I am unfortunately an avid golfer. I'm sorry, but I love it. I played since I was a kid. I love golf. I love getting outside, playing golf with my friends, you know, and trying to improve at something that is challenging and that I enjoy. It's really nice. It's like golf is really therapeutic for me, or at least it was before I found out the sun is trying to kill me. So I decided to go golfing on Thursday. And this was the perfect time to debut my complete sun protection outfit. Yeah, I'd like to see the sun try to start a fight with that guy. I got to the golf course and put a shit ton of sunscreen all over my legs because those are going to be exposed to the big bully in the sky. And then I was finally ready to go golfing. I was a little nervous because I'll be honest, the undershirt I bought is made out of like a really constricting material, and it was really hard to move and breathe. But I went up to hit my first tee shot of the day.
It should be just a nice, comfortable 9-iron for him. They're going to go nuts when he hits this thing.
And I'm glad my buddy wasn't filming where the ball went because holy shit, it was really bad. You know, for a sport that kind of requires you to be flexible and comfortable while you play, super warm and constricting clothing is a terrible idea.
This is really hot.
But nevertheless, I persisted. I played an entire 18 holes in this fucking outfit, and although I looked and felt a little silly, I was just happy to be outside in the sun and getting my 20,000 steps.
Okay, getting some dirty looks from the other golfers on the course. I can't see why. It's probably jealousy, probably pure jealousy. I also can't breathe really, which is fun. And I'm really warm. I feel like I'm definitely protecting myself from the sun, but I might die of heat stroke in the process. So I don't know if this is really that smart, but dude, I look so young. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, like I said, my drive was terrible. I ended up in the trees, and I'm absolutely blaming my clothes for that, okay? When I'm wearing my usual clothes, I hit the ball in the fairway every single time. And this next shot actually wasn't that bad. I just rolled off the green to the left, and I was a little upset because I couldn't fucking hit a shot to save my life that day.
Fucking outfit. I usually hit that in every single time.
And I'm gonna be honest, wearing these clothes for 4 hours on a hot, sunny day and walking 20,000 steps was probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been. The face mask was like constantly pushing on my Adam's apple. It felt like someone was trying to choke me, but they just like weren't fully committing, you know? Picture like a little garden gnome, like trying to just choke you all day. Like it's more annoying than anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, I played like shit pretty much all day, and I'm 100% blaming the UPF 50 clothing.
It's in the hole.
And usually after 9 holes, I'll stop at the halfway and I'll get a hot dog, right? And I'll eat it in like 3 or 4 bites because I'm so goddamn hungry. But obviously this week, hot dogs are a no-go. But oddly enough, when I was at the halfway grabbing a water, they had the grill going, and my friend who I was golfing with, he ordered a hot dog. And the girl who was working there was actually like, hey, did you know eating just 1 hot dog takes 30 minutes off your life? And I was blown away by that because 1, probably not the best sales tactic to say that after someone orders a hot dog. And 2, out of all the times to hear that little tidbit of information, I hear it the 1 week where I'm trying to like extend my life. Like, what are the odds? And this is a thing that people say about hot dogs. I looked it up, and obviously that hasn't been proven because that is like impossible to prove. There's so many like different things you have to take into account. But this is like when people say like having 1 cigarette takes like, you know, whatever amount off your life, right? I actually don't. How much do they say for cigarettes? 11?
I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
You're telling me a hot dog takes more off your life than a fucking cigarette, dude? This changes everything. We gotta replace cigarettes with hot dogs. Imagine you just engage with some, you know, passionate lovemaking with your partner. You know, you go over to your bedside table and you come back like... And if a hot dog shortens your lifespan, one can only assume the opposite of a hot dog must lengthen your lifespan. If you ever see a shivering kitten around me, don't ask any questions. Sorry, back to my day on the golf course. Instead of a hot dog, I got a bag of peanuts. So I ate those like a little fucking baby bird. It sucked, and I was starving. I was fucking really hungry. And on top of my outfit slowly trying to kill me and the fact that I looked like I was in witness protection, a new issue arose.
Oh, things stink.
Yeah, it turns out walking 4 miles in really tight clothing makes you stink like shit. So everybody was keeping their distance from me, but you know what? That was okay with me. While all the other golfers were complaining about their golf game and beating themselves up about how bad they are at golf, I was able to blame my uncomfortable outfit. It's never my fault. So when I got home, I made some salmon and some sweet potatoes, and I also had a salad with some cucumbers from my wife's garden, and it's probably because I literally had a few handfuls of nuts for dinner, but this meal was the best one I've had like all week so far. Like, it was incredible. I ate it so fast. And since I went golfing, I finally had a day with 20,000 steps. And I did it all without ever touching my walking pad. What the fuck? I should have put the walking pad on 2 hoverboards so I could still use the walking pad outside and walk around. Work harder, not smarter. Friday started off terribly. I woke up to one of the worst canker sores I've ever had in my life, which is super frustrating because I haven't gotten one of those in a really long time. But when I'm living like really healthy for a week, now I get one? Cool. I also noticed this bag of blueberries I've been eating all week is like way too slutty for no reason. But I was low-key fucking with it. I made a black coffee as well for yet another breakfast of champions.
I ain't never seen 2 pretty best friends.
And at this point of the week, I was feeling really burnt out and just sick of this anti-aging lifestyle.
I'm hungry all the time. Stomach is growling.
I know it's impossible to see the impacts of the changes you're making, like, in real time. But I was just so annoyed with everything at this point, and I also had a case of pop in the basement that was fucking talking to me like the Green Goblin mask. But I had to just stick to my friggin' diet. So I made another pretty colorful and healthy salad and ate that for lunch. And then for a little snack, I had some blueberries and dark chocolate while I watched some YouTube videos. And the rest of the day was filled with me walking on my walking pad and eating salmon. And I was watching one of Brandon's videos, and he said that he actually stopped eating salmon every day because he was scared of mercury poisoning.
Personally, I do consume meat and fish in very moderate quantities with a focus on fish in moderation just because of the mercury content.
But I think that's fucking stupid because mercury is like really far away. But anyways, Friday was done, and now it's time for the weekend, baby. Another day, another fucking smoothie. And you probably noticed the pizza boxes in the background, but those are not mine, okay? Trust me, okay? I'm just holding them for a friend. Well, not really, I guess for my sister, okay? She was visiting and she wanted pizza, so she got a pizza, okay? But trust me, okay? They weren't mine. All right, I didn't touch the stuff. I already had my quarterly pizza. Instead of having an awesome cheesy pizza for lunch, I had a black coffee, some leftover salad, and an avocado with kelp seasoning, and it was so just all right. And my canker sore was getting worse by the minute, so that was a lot of fun. And at this point, I looked up to see what actually causes canker sores, because I actually don't know. And Google said that canker sores can be triggered by emotional stress, dietary deficiencies, menstrual periods, hormonal changes, food allergies, or trauma in the mouth. It was all that lycopene in my mouth, bro. Dude, the last time I got a canker sore this bad was when I was on Accutane in high school. And if you know anything about Accutane, that drug fucks with your body, dude. So how is me just eating greens for a week having the same effect as when I took a pill that literally changes how your body operates? Canker, I hardly know her. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really film too much on Saturday or Sunday because, one, I couldn't really eat anything because it fucking hurt way too much to put anything in my mouth. Even one of those slutty blueberries would cause me too much pain. And two, we were out of town visiting family. But as I got closer to midnight on Sunday, I thought about all the hard work I did to maintain a youthful glow. I thought about all the delicious food I ate and the places I went. I reminisced about all the loving and adoring looks of approval I got on the golf course for my Zorro cosplay. And as I played the Youthful Affirmations video for the last time through my piss-colored glasses, 11:59 p.m. on Sunday quickly turned into 12 a.m. on Monday, and my anti-aging journey was finally complete. All right, it's time to talk about the findings of my little anti-aging experiment. First off, the most obvious question, do I look any different? Yes, but that's only because I got a haircut. If I had the same hair length as the beginning of the week, I would probably look the exact same, if not older. I don't see any difference between these two pictures because obviously it's impossible to see the effects of lifestyle changes in just 7 days, right? It takes months, years even. But I just want to do this video to show you guys what a week in this lifestyle would entail. And in terms of how I felt throughout the week, I felt pretty similar. I was definitely more hungry, but the one main difference I did notice is I did feel more energized than I usually do, like right after breakfast. And that's got to be the smoothie because it's just full of like really good, healthy ingredients. I also really enjoy the daily like stretches for my back because I've been dealing with back pain for like the last few years, and just getting more movement really helped out. So I'm gonna keep doing that. But speaking of back movements, I had to bend over backwards to get 20,000 steps, dude. That was an impossible feat. It was impossible for my feet. That is an insane amount of steps in a day, dude. 10,000 steps? That's perfect. That is actually just as good as 20,000 steps, and it's a lot easier to get. I don't have any proof to back that up, but I'm standing by it. So would I recommend this lifestyle? No! This sucked. This was dumb. I personally think that basing your entire life around anti-aging is like pretty sad, and it's fucking exhausting too, and I'm speaking from experience. No shade to Brandon, of course, because he's always in the shade, but I think aging is something we should all embrace instead of fear. Because what's so bad about aging? Oh, your hair turns gray? Oh no. Oh, your face is starting to wrinkle. Oh no, you've lived a long, eventful life and your body is changing as it goes through the natural aging process. What a nightmare. People used to die at like age 28. Don't get me wrong, I understand why aging can be scary. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't worry about my hairline or my skin or like my overall physical health as I get older. But changing your entire lifestyle just to slow the aging process just isn't worth it. Like, especially now in the year 2024. Like, we've maybe got like a good 50 years left on this planet. It's like sick, you live to 150 only to die in the water war of 2125. Congrats, dude. There's nothing wrong with looking older, there's nothing wrong with aging, and there's nothing bad about going outside in the sun. I don't want to live a life where I'm fucking petrified of the sun, okay? That is a nightmare. You want me to move into a fucking cave system so I look like one of those little goblins from The Descent? Oh my god, drop the skincare routine, guys. Wow. Also so funny to me to see these people like Brian Johnson and Brandon Miles May go through all this effort to live as long as I can and look as young as possible, when you like constantly hear these anecdotes from people who are actually living past 100. And every time I ask these people how they live that long, it's always like, yeah, I just celebrate my 105th birthday, and my secret, 4 Dr. Peppers a day. It's like sometimes you can't control the aging process, dude, and that's fine. You watching this right now, you are older than you were when you started watching this video. I'm older than I was when I started making this video, even with all the anti-aging shit I did. And even if you do extend your life with anti-aging, life is fucking way too short to spend all of it trying to extend it a little bit. Like when you think this Brian Johnson guy is on his deathbed, he's gonna be like, if I only ate more green poop, I could have made it to tomorrow. Like, to me, I just think it's a little silly to prevent aging, you know, the thing that is happening all the fucking time. That's like trying to stop Pitbull from devilishly smirking. Not gonna happen. In conclusion, I guess a lot of my viewers are, you know, younger, teenagers in your 20s, right? And I just wanna let all of you guys know, aging is a privilege. And I kind of feel bad that a lot of you are never going to get this hour of your life back that you spent watching this video, or a half hour if you watched it in 2 times speed. So I'm going to take one for the team and also lose an hour of my life while I eat these 2 hot dogs. Thanks for watching.